Hi and welcome to We Are Not in a Shitty Internet Again. Yay!
Quarantine, you win.
Check it out. I can touch Tintin. I wash my hands before.
Coronavirus.
I gotta get my mask.
Okay, so
Listen, we're in it together. If we get sick, we're all sick. So
39.
Episode 39.
Putting it on now, Bernard, is not going to help you.
It's gonna do worse for you.
Yeah.
Put it in there and then just come here.
You gonna pass on mid-game.
That's how it works.
The mask just immediately makes you immune. Completely
gain
immune.
repulsion.
Yeah.
Plus 2 to resistance. Con saving throws. Anyway.
Okay, so this is episode 39 because Ryan told me it is.
No.
I mean, because I remember because I'm really cool like that.
All of that.
Wait till episode 69.
That's when the fade comes through.
That's when the fade comes.
What episode is it? 29?
39.
39. Oh shit. We
39.
passed
good.
my previous campaign, which was 37. So
Yeah, we doing good.
Yeah.
Ish.
Wait, what's your mark?
No.
What is the one you did? The summer. So, oh shoot. You should
Ah,
No, we passed it. We passed it.
Already?
Yeah, because we played in this house when we put this house is over a year now. We've had.
Did you skip over weeks? Because episode 39 weekly, we're missing like 30
Oh, we missed some weeks.
Oh, yeah.
We missed some weeks.
Early on,
We got better now. Before then, it was like 2 weeks.
It's gotta be.
three
we
weeks.
missed a month.
We
We
had like a whole month with no games for sure.
That's only 4. But I see what you're saying. There's a lot of
We missed. Yeah, I'd say we missed a good 20 or so weeks.
Probably about 13 weeks.
Okay, anyway.
I can tell what the first episode was.
I think we passed.
No, it's because
I think we passed.
There was
we were playing another campaign and then we started.
Not here though.
No, not here though.
I thought we did it here and then
This is Starfinder at his house, and then we started then you here. Because I got the first episode recorded here.
No, because
Yeah, wasn't that
episodes-
one?
I don't think we're quite at it yet because we didn't start the first month we were here in the house, and the
We're very
house
close.
renewed. The house contract renews next month, so this is the last month of the first year we've had the house.
So we love that y'all loving this conversation.
So the end or beginning of end of June or beginning of July.
So we
Yeah.
may or may not be close to or some way
Let's
away
say
from the
episode
deal.
40.
We don't know our anniversary,
One year
kids.
anniversary.
We'll do that. We'll call it a
Luckily,
day.
I'm drinking this 40th anniversary ale.
39 episodes.
I think I also had it on the 30th episode.
So we're
Just
good.
make sure you got more for the 40.
So if you watch us, which may or may not have,
They're watching this in 3 years' time when we're real famous and
Yeah.
D&D show like that's on TV.
And I was like, oh yeah, you see that dumb shit they did back then?
Yeah, these episodes are like you buy it for like $700 an episode. You know, you're making lots of money.
It's the throwback.
Yeah.
Well, we can't monetize these unfortunately because our DJ.
Okay. On that one, we're supposed to be getting an original music producer. What happened with that one, sir?
Oh yeah, I got it. We gotta talk to him a little more, right? We gotta mold him
Music
into
track
that.
doesn't work. You like send me the track. I'm like, this is cool, but it's off beat. This is not working.
Slightly, he knows. He was trying to fix it, alright?
He's working through it, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so last episode, the group finished the adventure into the mines. Well, like the bit of the mines they were willing to go to. They nearly died, but then they didn't die. They escaped, which was good. They had some cool shit. They gave all the cool shit to the foreman, who said that they could go back in 2 days if
Kept the
they
crystals.
needed some.
You got some crystals.
You kept some.
Oh, we did.
I gave them
Oh yeah, because we weren't sure if everything we had was like maybe good enough, so we gave him the resin also. With the
Okay,
gear.
okay. I thought we kept some.
No, he gave you back the resin with the gear in it. 'Cause
I
he
thought
didn't
we
want to deal
gave to
with
one of
the-
the winos.
he didn't want to deal with the douchey little things. 'Cause he hates them, like, basically.
My bad.
Feel bad.
For forgetting that. Anyway, continue. You struggling? You circle?
Oh, I'm on that screen.
Sometimes
Smart,
it
smart.
takes a second because
Just hit space. Or not.
Make sure it's still on.
I'm off that distance. So
Yeah.
I was so wrong.
Boy, kid, I want to throw this M&M at you. I don't know why.
Y'all see this?
Can you catch it and wrap it?
No. No, don't do it.
Can you do it on camera? Like, so we can get like a slow mo, just like,
That would be a good YouTube zoom in.
No memes. No memes.
yeah.
You know?
You know when they like make a compilation?
Can we get to the show?
This is part of the build-up.
Okay.
It's been a while since we've been in a room together, okay?
And also, we need to delay until 6 o'clock because we don't know how to start before 6 o'clock.
You're right. Let's just get into it so we can actually do it.
This is pretty Uncharted territory.
Wait, quick question.
We haven't done any until D&D for ages, and it's like, oh, we're actually way ahead of time.
More of actually a question related to my character. Well, an item. Those bongos that I took, remember the death
Oh, yeah,
bongos?
the bongo?
Do they count as an item I need to attune to, or are they just something I can carry around?
They did require attunement, yes.
Okay.
Bongos and
So
fear.
I
Makes it
can't.
tough then.
So that isn't one of the 3 items I typically wear.
It is one of the 3 items you have to attune to.
Oh.
When unattuned items.
Wait, so if I am not attuned to a ring, will it still have the effect?
No.
No. And well, unless if it doesn't require attunement, then yes, you can do whatever it wants to do.
Oh, so
if
like-
it requires attunement, it'll say on the item that it requires attunement.
Okay, so
That
the
just
bongos.
means the bongos do.
Okay, because I never got a
They're
part
pretty
of
cool.
it. Yeah.
I know because I made them up.
Yeah, I know, but
So-
they're still up. They're still up, right?
Yeah.
I-
But they
Yeah,
do
for
require-
instance, my ring protection, I don't need attunement.
Yeah, it just
I
does
Okay,
the thing.
yeah.
So, but I don't know if any of you have got 3 things.
I
that
do.
require attunement.
I have.
I do.
We all pretty much.
Yeah.
know.
Actually, is my
That's
the
up him.
choke necklace?
No.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Because it's just an assistant.
Never mind, I lied. Ring of attunement does require attunement. It's a
Ring
thing.
of attunement.
A ring of
Ring of attunement.
Sorry guys, protection.
Who'da thunk?
Yeah, I know. Hat of disguise doesn't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the hat of disguise. Wait, it doesn't?
Nope.
Oh. So why have we been making
Yeah.
We're learning, you guys. One
When
step at a time.
I first got it, I had to attune to it. I don't know why.
I might have just been me.
I do have a question. So the shield that I just got,
It's a shield.
okay, do it require attunement? Do I
Right now,
feel
it's
the
a dirty old
electricity
shield.
flowing through my body?
So it's weird. So I'm looking at D&D Beyond, right?
No.
Hold on. I want to make sure this is right. So we all know. Looking at D&D Beyond, and I'm assuming that you don't have to do certain things with some of this stuff. But usually they have an A, a triangle with an A. Means what to me. So hat of disguise and my wand says it doesn't have the A, but apparently when you click on it, it does says requires attunement.
Okay, that's why.
Then I guess the
So, yes.
A doesn't count.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I didn't make that item up, so.
But you can figure out if your items require attunement if you go to equipment and scroll to the bottom and it'll say items requiring an attunement. So if it's there, if you already have it in your equipment stuff, it should tell you all the ones that require it.
Go scroll down.
So I need to figure something out here. 'Cause,
So
Yeah, you have
something
too many
that
things
has
to do.
be-
Speaking of,
wait, oh, Smokey's attunement too?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
that's
Oh
a
my God.
Smokey is broken as shit.
All right.
When you created the item to show her,
Just get
you made it a
Oh, what?
that to be a full smoke.
Oh, just ignore that.
Because it's
Okay.
It
Because
shouldn't
I can
require
smoke
attunement.
old Smokey and just get high.
Yeah.
He had to smoke old Smokey.
He gets,
yeah.
and get stuff.
he gets some serious
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I guess today, guys, we'll be handing off items. Hey, you know what? I can't really use it. You want to take this from me?
I guess we are going to start at 6 since everybody.
Okay. Last episode, they did some cool stuff.
It's important.
No, it's fair. It sparked a good conversation.
Speaking of joyful step, it does not say if it's charm, monster, or human. So I just say it's better if it's just
I
immune after
read
failing.
that. I read
I hope you switch your
It
stuff to
doesn't
not
say
be all
monster or
AoE
human.
concentration spells.
It just says
He
charm.
has to take a nap.
Well, I am taking a nap when I'm In the process of doing that, given my nap, I'm going to assume I finally have time to open up D&D. Listen, AoE is just, I'm just so attached to the word. I wonder why.
So back to this intro.
We're actually going to start at 6.
You know, you realize the alternative here is to scrap this recording.
This is great. This is good content, man.
Save it.
There would have been a content like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? We're like,
We'll put like a little timestamp note below where the episode actually starts. So you guys can check it out
If
below.
you'd like to skip this bullshit.
But while you're at it, remember to subscribe to my OnlyFans.
And put it at the end, be like, hey, this is what happened at the
Hey, I didn't even play any music, and Thomas just got us demonetized right there.
sponsored.
Sponsor the show. Listen here. Boys gotta make it through.
He's ready now.
A dragon attacks the party.
Oh my
Okay. Last episode, blah blah blah. They went to the dungeon. They fought some stuff. Nearly died. Got out. Got some shit. Got told in 2 days to come back if they want to get some more work, escorting the stuff that they just got into the next layer of the city, which is called Copper. They then went back to the ship. On the way back to the ship, Tintan found a suspicious-looking gnome who was ridiculously, obviously connected to the paintings that were in the city. He left some really also obvious clues to that gnome. And then a bunch of gnomish painters turned up at the ship. He then accosted them on the top of the ship and they got freaked out. And unfortunately didn't roll well enough to persuade them. And so they just paid the ship. And the group then were deciding the next morning what to do. And I think Tintan was heading. It was the morning when you saw the gnome too.
So Thomas, you can fix your stuff now. Anybody who got spells and things.
So you all got a long rest, and you wake up. The gnome. You did the conversation with the gnomes, and I believe Tintan was going to walk over to. Was going to go and investigate this huge airship that was docked in the huge towers in Tin.
Wait, are there spells from different books?
Yeah.
You should have all of them.
You gotta go into the AoE and then click on it. That's how you get to all of Martell's stuff.
How do I do that?
Just go to the campaign and then click on your character.
Your character will have all nine.
So we said it's actually there.
So how do I
You should be able to look at it.
Then you find
You've got.
now you're all the stuff.
You've got
Okay, I might have been
You've got
limited
a
by
full day.
a lot of spells then.
Also,
That's helpful because you've also been using a lot of
Huh?
these spells, so really the only way this thing goes up if you've been on unlimited
there.
list.
So go and everything should be there now.
Yeah, you should be able to see everything. I have
I've
content.
literally been playing this game with a handicap.
Oh my god.
I had like two books available.
You make me want to look at mine now.
Just go to your spells
I'm going to my spells.
and then look at your spells and then prepare the ones you need.
Yeah, but
There's
not
5 more
AoE.
minutes of bullshit, guys.
Not all AoE spells.
Yeah.
Not
Now all concentration.
concentration spells.
Mama, that's part of the fun, you know.
Check out
I mean, for me, it.
Rick and Morty content.
Yeah, Rick and Morty. Yep.
Yeah, we can't play Rick.
Oh,
Alright.
check out Rick and Morty content.
So,
I mean, he doesn't have a book, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, I didn't get it because we're never going to use it.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are heading off the ship to go do some stuff in the city. You have, if you want to go back to do the job the next day, you can spend time in the city and then do that, or you can go explore some other shit and see if there's other ways in which you can.
Yeah, we was
Yeah,
going to go to
across.
the ship to talk about one of the floating ships with one of the captains or something.
You were heading to this. So there's basically on the east side of the part of Tin, the part of the city that is Tin, to the lower part, there is 2 huge tall towers, and on one of the towers you've seen this large, large floating airship that is docked at one of the tall towers.
guess we'll go over there to the ship and double check. I do have a question now. I have a ring of invisibility. Not sure if anyone wants it at the moment.
I don't think Fantasia should have it. She already can go invisible on her own. It'll help out if someone else has it. Mogram.
Invisibility.
Yes. You have a hard hit. I feel like if you're invisible and you sneak upon someone, you can knock the shit out of them.
I do have disadvantage on stealth also.
Yeah, so that may help you out to give you
It gives you advantage on stealth, so
It won't be disadvantage, you know, straight.
Right.
So I had
I
you
also, if it comes down
only
to
when
it,
you're invisible.
Oh,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah. So
I
give you
also, if it comes down to it, can give you my cloak.
Oh,
It
right.
gives you advantage on stealth rolls.
How big is the cloak? Because I'm like,
What is a stealth
pretty
roll?
tall, so.
It fits any size. If I take it off of me and put it on you, it will go bigger, you know?
Alright.
So I probably would give you that too. I'm going to be loud, but at least if you have the invisibility and stealth, you'll be one stealthy orc.
That's very true. That's a very good point. Alright. What is the ring? Do I need to add this?
No, I'm not looking at that, huh? What? Ring of invisibility.
Brought you to the. Yeah.
Just go to equipment and it'll be there. Yeah, they're gonna add. And then you give it to
Also, question: how do you tune this? Like, in game.
So you add the idol and
The
then
ring
you go
of
to
in-
active.
No, he's just asking roleplay wise.
It's an hour. Chilling with it.
I didn't like just a ring of invisibility. It just takes you time. You just spend time with the item, like getting a sense for it, like sensing the magical power it has, understanding it. If it would be some kind of like super legendary item of awesome, there might be a specific thing. Like for Old Smoky, he had to just take a massive hit of it. Like that's how he didn't know what he had to do. There wasn't spending time with it. It was mysterious, but it's a legendary item. So he basically took a massive hit, and then that attuned him to it.
Huh.
So like certain, you know, like if it's a sword of ultimate water wielding or something, you might have to like drown yourself, and it'll suddenly attune to you or something like that.
A little late. Yeah. Interesting though. That's cool. I like it.
Alright, here we go. Mogram will give you this cloak of element kind.
I think that's your vibe.
Well, I want that.
I don't think any of us are.
Stealth.
Oh, you don't want that?
I believe if he's invisible and quiet, it helps because he has chain mail. Just because he's invisible, he so you know.
So do you though.
Yes, but I'm not invisible.
I know.
Okay.
Also, guys, by the way, so y'all know. So the triangle A actually means that's what you're attuned to. So when you attune to something else and put it on that, then you get the triangle A on
Yeah.
your item. So learning, guys. We should have learned that like 30 episodes ago. But
No biggie.
Okay, so the ring doesn't give me advantage. It doesn't say it gives me advantage on stealth checks.
No.
The cloak does.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm giving to
I
you.
understand.
so now you're
The ring makes you invisible, but being invisible
Invisible
gives
gives
you
you
an advantage on stealth check.
No, you don't need my cloak.
Yeah, darn
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Well, the
you're
only
restricted.
advantage having a cloak is that there's disadvantages on perception checks against me. But I'll take one of the other. So
It don't matter to me. I'll still hold it if you want once. I mean, I can always
Actually,
switch it off.
I don't know.
Like literally all the spells
Alright, I'll
have
keep that.
concentration.
Alright, you-
Well, I mean, it's you're a druid.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Which one would you want?
just saying.
I think
No more
I
AoE.
think the ring because the cloak requires like actions to use, where the ring is like, which is like
Yeah.
right.
No, the ring you have to still use an action to cast invisibility.
But you can do that before. I mean, you just do it before a fight.
Yeah, you're invisible for like hours.
Wait, how long is it invisibility?
Well, it says you made invisible to the rings removed, so you tag or cast a spell or to use a bonus action to know it's pathetic.
Oh, so putting the ring on is what?
In action, yeah. So while wearing the string, you can turn invisible as an action.
It's for an hour. It's a concentration for an hour.
Now I do have a question, which is fine if you keep the ring. I'm just going to bring this out here for my concerns.
Yeah.
I am a cleric. I can heal.
Okay.
Invisibility gives you disadvantages to hit. If
Beat it.
Yes, to be hit. So if there is disadvantages to be hit and someone is down, I can heal them while invisible.
You will come out as soon as you heal someone.
Yeah, 'cause it's an action.
Oh,
Unless, of course.
no, it said a bonus action to be on the hill.
Yes, but,
Yeah,
but whenever you do anything that's
You
outside of, if you cast, if you punch, if you
Okay,
Yeah.
if that's the case, you should take the cloak back because that you can use while using action.
Right.
And
And the cloak just makes you stealthy.
Yeah,
doesn't
it
make
ain't
you-
nothing, yeah, it's not.
invisible.
I mean, something.
if you need to do away.
no, the cloak does make you invisible.
Look, the fun part about this.
We're using the cloak of Elvenkind.
Oh, elven kind. Oh, that's
It
right.
gives you advantage on stealth checks.
You right. So if that's the case, then you have the ring for healing. Oh, the double work too. So.
Yeah, so it won't
Yeah,
work.
the
Don't
cloak
worry
is
about
still
it.
not open.
Yeah. Cloak is
So,
still
all
there.
right, close
So right now, guys, I have Old Smoky, Pearl of Power, Wand of War, and then I still have Ring of Invisibility, but I just gave you Ring of Protection and Hat of Disguise. So I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna use.
But you can have an opportunity to reattune.
Yeah, I know. If I take an hour beforehand,
Yeah, but like, it's like preparing spells.
I know.
You can be like, this morning I'm attuning to the, because we're not going to go fight, I'm attuning to the hat, because it's super freaking useful.
Yep.
I'm attuning to the pearl because it gives me another spell, and I'm attuning to Osmoky because you never run attuned to Osmoky.
Yeah.
So like,
It's
there
a
you go.
thing now.
If
It's
you're going
just
for
Osmoky.
if you're going for a battle, you might take the hat off and attune to something else. It's just the same thing as spells. It just stops you being attuned to like 30 amazing items.
Yep.
Alright, so then I'll leave the ring. Good stuff.
Okay.
I don't think you can go with like the visibility bonus action. Of course, in that case, why not just use them? Keyboard one, it doesn't matter.
I guess it's just in case you don't want to just attack someone. So, which, I mean, from over on stage, I don't know how.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are heading towards the towers, right? Okay, so for the towers, you actually saw.
I hit Smoky on the way, by the way.
Okay.
Go ahead.
For the towers,
13.
you head towards the docks, like the working docks area of the city, Spa City. Where you actually were staying, you were next to the big. There's a single big gate at the front in the wall, that massive 200 feet wall surround that cuts off this section to the next section of the city. As you're heading towards the docks, you're heading towards a much taller, thinner wall that is sort of the second wall. We'll call the east wall because it's easy to say. And you're also heading into a lot of, very similar to when you were at Golapa, where there's like a huge docks area, there's a lot of ships and merchant ships, a lot of those huge massive juggernaut ships that were in the water that seem to be powered by some kind of steam instead of the wind. There's multi-story buildings here with walkways going across them. It's still pretty shitty area compared to most cities you've been in, but it's much nicer than the place you're coming from. There's a hustle bustle of people walking around. Most of them are carrying goods or products, and you're walking past loads of, like I said before, loads of little houses that have little blacksmith shops or gem cutters, or every single house has some kind of craftsman's part attached to it. And you come to the base of these two gigantic spires that are almost as high as the wall itself, so probably about 150 feet high, with a bridge, with a couple of walk bridges of different doors as you exit them, and at the top, as you see and you're coming up to it, there is a huge, an airship, and just judging by the size of the tower, the airship's probably about 120 feet long. It's a big ship, and it doesn't have any sails like a normal ship does, but it has a huge sort of what seems to be a big balloon above it. And then you can't really see a lot more from below, but it seems almost to shine like silver on the base. So it seems to almost be made out of silver or something like that. And you're at the bottom, and there's a doorway in and some sort of entry area, waiting room, and a reception desk and things inside, and then behind that there seems to be just a huge winding staircase up.
Okay, I head toward the staircase to see if anybody is there.
Okay, so You get as you start to walk the stairs, you get and you look, and just behind the desk, sitting behind the desk, is a little gnome female, and she's like, where do you think you're going?
How are you doing? I want to see if we may talk to the captain of the ship. I'm just trying to see if we can have a meeting. I am just here trying to see the captain. Talk to him.
And you have an appointment with the captain?
No, I'm trying to make an appointment.
Well, you can make an appointment here,
Yes,
if you
sir.
like. So what's your name?
My name is Tintin.
It is first mate Team Time, Captain Azul. We are here to see him. Yeah. Like to talk to him soon if possible. Get some inquiries about his ship here.
So you're here to meet with the captain. What about? Like, is it urgent?
Oh yes, I mean we want to know if he does any travels or if he does any escorts with his ship, you know? If we can use his services potentially in the future.
Ah, client. Okay, a client for the captain. And so what are you looking to transport? Or are you looking to speak to the captain directly?
We'd like to speak to him directly if possible.
Okay, one moment. When it's a client, the captain obviously would prefer to talk to them sooner rather than later. So, give me 1 moment. And she picks up a strange instrument that has a cord, and she holds it to Haley, and she holds it, and she's like, yeah, it's for the captain. Is the captain available to receive some clients? By the time they get to the top? Okay. Thank you. She puts it down. She's like, okay, you may go up. He is busy for now, but it'll take you 10-15 minutes to get up there. So by the time you get up there, he will be waiting.
Thank you very much.
Seem to be around. Who? Everybody's with us, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Walking. I'm gonna try to go find that gnome again once we get the chance after this.
That's cool. I don't know exactly what we're gonna tell this man, but
Let's tell
I
him.
figured we was gonna, get some boo boo too, and
Yeah, what
maybe
are we
some
doing?
assist here. But that, I don't know. We'll make it as we go.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't ask earlier, but who were those gnomes on the ship earlier? Alright, because I just woke up and saw a gnome's painting. Is that
Well, you knew he did tell us that he spoke to some people about trying to get the guy on the ship,
Yeah.
so we didn't know that he was attempting to do that.
Yeah, we didn't know. I just saw a gnome's painting.
Yes, you did know it because I talked to you about it earlier when I told y'all that I can't hear y'all. You remember that conversation? And I said that I did walk away from y'all and talk to y'all about the guy that's doing the paintings around this island and that everybody trying to look for. So yes, I think he was part of the group, and I didn't check if he was really painting the ship, but I believe that was the group.
Okay.
Okay. Like I
If all possible, everybody look out for the people that was on the ship. If you remember their faces.
So right now we're basically walking up to the
You're
ship,
going up and up and up, like a spiraling, increasing
and the ship is in the air,
staircase.
right?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a
and
flying airship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is this like the dock to it?
It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen those old, New York videos where they have the giant zeppelins docked. They always docked at the top of buildings, so it's like,
Okay. So yeah, we're going up to that helipad.
You tell me they don't have coke to make it fun.
yeah, other things. Okay, so yeah, you head up and up and up and up, and it takes you a good sort of 10 minutes to climb up to the top of the tower. Yeah, you get to the top and it starts to level out onto a huge platform. And the platform just extends out, and as you're getting to the top, you can actually see better across the city as well. You can even see just above the wall that is there that goes into copper. And it doesn't seem like on the copper side there is a whole ton of stuff. Over the side of the wall, it seems you don't see any other tall buildings that you can see. But you can see sort of really far in the distance to the east of the island two huge, like, it seemed to be sort of like chimney stacks, with smoke just billowing out of them, like lazily in the air. And you can see much more clearly this gigantic gateway that's got to be, thousands of feet tall, that is at the back of the city, and this sort of shimmering space that's in between the gateway that seems to be there. And you can see, past that there is a second wall, which you assume is the wall that goes into Iron, which is the sort of city proper where all the sort of artisans live. And there you can see loads of different spires and towers and things like that in the Iron side of the city. In front of you is probably one of the most beautiful ships you've ever seen, like a long, sleek, silver-looking, like almost looks like like they cut a fish in half, and it's got this beautiful silvery side. It's very elegant looking. It's got lots of like beautiful etchings on it and things like that. It looks incredibly expensive, but even for you guys who've been at sea, it's clearly built to not just be pretty. It's clearly built for like battle as well. Like it's got these gigantic, three gigantic harpoon launchers on the top of the ship itself. The crew are loading these wicked looking spiked barbed harpoons with chains hanging off the back of them, reloading. And most of the crew are loading in and out goods and products and things like that into the ship or bringing them off the ship. You notice that the crew is made up primarily of a strange, two creatures that both resemble birds. One you guys all know is an arakoa. So they're much bigger. They're like eagle-like bird people, and they have wings. And then mixed among them is a much smaller, almost like blackbird type looking humanoid. They're both humanoid, and then the blackbird type ones are all wearing hooded capes, so they don't have wings. But you can see a dark black beak poking out of the hooded capes, and I think that Che probably knows, maybe a few of you other know that these are kinku. And then mixed amongst that, you do see a number of dragonborn that are on the ship that all of the dragonborn on the ship seem to have almost they're all of some sort of golden color to them. And sort of as you're sort of looking across the ship, you see an odd sight, which is a tall, very dark brown skinned, handsome human male walking towards you, and he's wearing pretty simple leather doublet on his chest, but underneath that doublet he's clearly wearing a very expensive light blue robe wrap. He's like I said, he's dark skinned. He's got a pointed goatee and styled mustache. And the breastplate and shin guards he's wearing are very simple leather, but you can see that they're sort of crusted with little runes and things all across them. So with those magic users of you can assume they're probably not simple leather. And then he's got this sort of white-blue robe underneath that seems very, very expensive. And then what's really odd is that trotting by his side and sometimes just flipping up and swooping around is a yellow gold drake, so a dog-sized dragon basically, that is sort of keeping really close and almost always wanting to touch him, just like a faithful dog would. And he walks up to you and he says, hello, Captain Draco here. Great to meet you all. The servants at the base said that you were looking to acquire the Nimbus and myself for some work.
Hello, sir. Captain Azul. And
Shakes your hand for me. Another captain. It's always good to talk to other captains. An airship captain or a
not
sea
yet,
ship captain?
but you have a beautiful ship. I'm actually very interested in this airship here. We are in the process of looking for one of these crystals that help magically.
The Umbra crystal. Yes. Well, the Nimbus, she's been running on the crystal now for some time, and I found. What do you want here?
Need a pencil.
You can ask right now.
Thank you very much.
Yes, acquired her, well, many years ago now, in my early 20s, I guess. Has served me well for 20 plus years. And yeah, like, I've enjoyed working with her, and then, you know, she has never let us down. So, but you're looking to acquire a ship like the Nimbus, or just the crystal to, are you building a ship?
Yes, we have a beautiful ship that we have here docked, and we would like to build into one of these, you know? Definitely in the process or so. What do you, but I am curious, what do you use your ship for? Are you, what type of jobs do you like to do? Are you escorts? Are you?
Well, I mean, myself and my family for a number of years now have done whatever is most profitable, really. I mean, this recent trip, she's taken a few dings, as you can see. We've been south of Marquette hunting drake there. Some of the blue drake there are the scales and the hearts are much sought after, especially by the artisans here. And this is why we are here, to sell those. Actually heading into Copper tomorrow morning to the market to sell these. So I think that probably the academy there would like them greatly, and they fetch a good price. And as you can see, we've been doing quite well over the years. So we go where the money is, as it were. But tends to be we prefer to fight the good fight, as it were. We like to. We don't take a lot of mercenary work, not a lot of protection work, but we do sometimes heed the call of some villages that are being attacked by some of the more dangerous flying beasts. I do like a good hunt, you know.
Fair enough. I mean, with an amazing ship like this, you should look into joining the Prometheus God. They love to be a
Proteus stuff.
that thing. Wow. Proteus God. They love to be a.
I believe they are protectors of ships. There's not a lot of ships up here to protect. The ones we do come across, well, the Nimbus here is, let's say, in the middle of the pack. Some of the other captains of skyships are definitely not as amicable, especially those of some of the other empire, or the empire specifically. But in general, as tradesmen, we go where we want. And, I prefer to stay, you know, independent, enjoy my freedom. I like good freedom, you know.
What's the reasoning, I guess? Are you just going to sell the scales here? Do you not go and hang out in the iron?
I have a number of, I have a few friends in Iron, a small house there. But it's red stuff here, I don't like it, I want to be back out in the air. And how about you all? What brings you here? Just to shop for a crystal? They are quite expensive.
I would like to shop for a crystal as well as get information.
What sort of information are you looking for? What do you do? You just a crew of ship like myself, and you travel the seas delivering goods and or anything else of interest?
We are Tempest Cadre. We're a band of do-gooders, basically. We want to help. We sell.
I don't see that.
We have business. We
like raises an eyebrow and shit.
I had him a small bow to BBW. So we do trade.
We're entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurs, very
Yeah,
good.
and we basically like to help.
And this is
BBW. It is a drink.
And we into Azul. What's the island that we go? We can kind of flex that. We're kind of little kings.
So my question is, you deal with a lot of flying animals, right? Flying beasts. Have you ran across any white runners?
Wyverns, yes, a number of times. We did employ some wyvern riders at one point, many years back now. But some of the Marquesian guard ride wyverns on a regular basis.
What if I tell you that we have our own one?
Oh, very interesting. And they you bought them from
We
where?
buy them.
You
They're on
tamed
an
them
island.
yourself?
Home
We
trained.
tame them ourselves.
Correct.
Very interesting. So you are hunters of beasts, tamers of beast
We,
masters?
we are jack of all trades in
Yeah.
some sense, you know.
Yeah.
We do a little bit of everything.
The Flaming Reef. Never heard of it?
No, it's Phoenix Reef.
No,
Well, he doesn't know that because our name isn't out there yet. Have you heard of the Flaming
I
Reef?
know of the Flaming Reef, yes. I
Yes.
don't pass it very often. I assume it's way down there where I'm not concerned, really. But
We liberated that city, that island, from the pirates, German, you know.
pirate hunters, very interesting.
Exactly. That's why I think you'll be great for the Proteus god.
No, I mean if they need me and are willing to pay, then and any,
There might be
dealing
options.
with any of those beasts in the sky, then a number of people here. I mean, I could even send my little friend Kuan Yin here after him, and he like strokes the head of the drake that's to his side.
Yes, it sounds actually amazing. Something that I am very interested in is if you have access to the island, is there a way we can go with you just to join one of the actions?
Well, I will be only traveling to Copper, but what sort of services could you provide me?
What type of services are you looking for?
Well, I am always of use available multi-man. In fact, I have a number of,
You can do a lot.
are you capable in a fight, as it were?
Easily.
Fight easily. Negotiations easy.
We just went through the
Train
mines,
easy.
took care of the.
Handling some business, if you
Disposition.
know what I mean. Like
Wait, what? What is these?
you gotta beat some up.
Oh,
Get some
oh,
information.
okay.
I mean, you know,
That would go under fighting, but intimidation.
yeah.
Regardless, we can help with
We
things.
can put on a play too.
Play, you say?
Yeah, we like to
No,
say.
I'm only kidding. We don't need that. But mercenaries,
Hmm.
I do have a number of things that I would be interested in helping, but maybe,
We can set up an island. Oh,
I
Larry.
am far from my island, so I don't need the help there. But I would say that a couple of non-connected mercenaries that we work could be useful for me at the moment. You see, I have a number of projects that I am working on, but I would very much like to discuss this over maybe a cup of tea. Would you like to come on board and join me in my quarters for tea?
Ooh, I have some.
Definitely, I would like to see your ship.
I'll
I'll
come
look
on
into
board
my
and
bag.
make you no tea.
Bert, back when you were on.
Please.
Yeah, beer.
That's Ogre's first words.
Beer.
Does it go off?
Well, maybe. I'll get some for you. What do you like? Okay. Very well, Mr. Hook. I can see you're a man of beer.
Taste.
And,
Whatever ale you have that is available, you can definitely do that.
ale? No problem. Follow me, and he walks you guys onto the ship.
So we're walking, sorry.
No, I want you to do something.
Through the. Remember back at Galapa when we were doing the trial? I grabbed a bunch of leaves and random herbs. In that ferry area.
In the
Gold
Fey area.
Village.
Yeah, in the Fey area. I took a handful.
Yeah.
Looking through them now, would any of them be suitable to make a tea out of?
Well, probably.
Kind of
I mean,
investigate.
roll a quick nature check.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Can I roll a new tea?
Okay, yeah, roll a quick nature check.
And while
Wait, I get to roll physical dino. Oh my god, I missed this. Oh, I don't miss that.
You missed that. stupid and you've been around it a whole fuckload, everything you grabbed was fire. Like, everything. So yes, you could make a tea out of it. It would be very potent.
Okay.
We could always offer that to him. It's a bit dry. Nah.
Sorry.
So yeah, I wanted to, well, that whole conversation, I wanted to ask you if I know, like, kind of get his personality, if he is a good guy or if he's
Roll an insight check.
I have a sack full of my shit. I can't remember where we got from.
10.
That's the conversation that starts a bad night. I have a sack full of mushrooms and I don't know where I got it.
Just
Not even. Anyway, he's very hard to gauge. He's been doing this a very long time, and he's most definitely. He seems a very nice person, but he's also a very good salesman. So.
I then would like to know your enemy. Just spend at least 1 minute observing interacting with the creature, and you can learn information about the capabilities compared to mine, like strength, dex, constitution, armor.
Giant orc just down at it.
So you're just staring at him.
You're like, alright, it's screaming time.
Yeah, she's just standing there bodyguarding. You know what bodyguards do?
That's why
Check
I'm
him out.
talking. I only ask for the
Give him a
feedback.
little sniff, like,
We're talking, I'm watching his body language, his posturing, you know.
Does he look like he has a lot of constitution or no?
That's one of the things he does. He's a warrior. That's what he's
No.
fine. He's totally fine.
Is that,
Um,
you just DM that information?
Morgan sizing him up.
It says you can learn information about his capabilities compared to your own strength, dex, constitution.
Sizing him up,
current
I'm
HP,
checking him out.
Total class levels, and fighter class levels with both class 2.
okay.
So like,
I will whisper into you in a second. Okay, so yeah, you're heading onto the ship. You know, as you're going onto the ship, he's. Oh, I've got so much shit open. As you walk onto the ship, you get a better look at it as you're looking. Like, and it's a wooden ship, but it's coated in a very thin, like metallic substance that is way too silvery to be like iron or something like that. Do you have one of you has like elven mail, right?
I do.
So it's very similar in color to that, which is made with a different type of metal. And you surmise that probably that's due to like keeping it light. So it's armored, but with a very light armor, like a metal that is very light in weight. And as you walk through the ship, everything you see on the ship is about keeping it light. So like very, very not heavy light. And then, you know, walking on there is 3 masts where the mast would be, but each of the 3 masts holds a huge, like, almost like a bowl. And inside this bowl sits this gigantic, like, inflated balloon.
Oh, upside down. I was thinking like this.
Yeah, like cupping a huge balloon. And then in the center of the ship is the only bit of like iron you can see, is a huge dome with runes carved all the way down it that are lit in like almost like a purple, giving off like a purple glow. And the purple runes go all across the top of the ship. And you can assume that this is where the crystal is set that keeps the ship up in the air.
So this is a big ass crystal.
It would be probably,
So it's
yeah, like if the table was standing up, you know, sitting like a crystal, yeah, you've got the height of this table.
Is this ship
But you don't see the crystal, you see the casing that is protecting
Is
it.
this ship as big as ours or bigger?
bigger.
It's probably like 3-4 times the size of
It's
yours.
got 120 feet.
But it's long, like it's long and sleek as opposed to like ship size. Like it's not the shape of a normal ship. It's much thinner and longer because it doesn't need that. Like it's going
What if we were aerodynamic?
out of character is so that if you're looking up at it, you can barely see it because it's metallic on the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's reflecting
Okay.
like the ground back. So it would be almost invisible going just across so it makes it very hard to be shot down basically. Because all you see is the balloon, and the balloon is like a very light, like bluey white color. So it would look just, you know, if you weren't really paying attention, it's very cloud-like. And the ship itself is metallic. So like shiny metallic color, like on the bottom. So, but you also even summarize, like, that's the reason why all the crew are also bird creatures, because they're all lighter. Like they're all and you see the Kinku are like hopping between parts of the ship. They don't even seem to give a crap about the fact that they're like 150 feet in the air. Like they're very happy to just jump around because they're super comfortable. The Arakoa on the ship all seem to be guards. So all the Arakoa are holding huge halberd spears with barbs on the end, and they have wings. So every now and again they will like flap to another part of the ship, but they're just patrolling and guarding. And the Dragonborn on the ship seem to mostly be sort of personal guard of the captain. And they're all very similar in color to the drake that he has. That is his drake. No, it's gold.
Oh.
So all the Dragonborn are a gold color, and the drake is a very bright gold color in its color. And the drake is called, by the way, if you missed it, Kuan Yin is the drake.
What?
Quanyin.
Also, know your enemy. It's you get to know if he's inferior, equal, or superior to me in 2 of those traits. So I just want to know if he's superior or inferior.
Okay.
I see what you're doing.
Get to know things. Alright.
Yeah, he's not bullshitting.
Right. That's right.
So yeah, he ushers you into so he takes you on a little quick tour of the ship. He's super proud of it. You do get the impression that there's parts of the ship that he's not happy with. He's very clearly talking about certain parts, like the size. He's not pleased with sometimes. Some of the baluster need replacing. He's very critical. He's a very critical person. So he talks a lot about there's lots about the ship that he'd like to change, basically. Well, he seems to like to change. And he ushers you into this beautiful captain's quarters. It's not lavish, but it's very tasteful. So a beautiful table in the center that seems to be made out of some kind of bone of some kind. In fact, all the tables and all the chairs in the room made out of some kind of bone, like hollowed bone, so that they're again lighter. And there is beautiful food on the table, and almost like an oriental style tea set which he goes about making. He reaches into a cabinet with ice and he pulls out a couple of bottles of very expensive looking ale, and he hands them over to you, Mogren. And he says, do you need them opened or are you good?
I just examine it, kind of skeptically, but not really thickly, and pop it open and start drinking it unceremoniously.
It's delicious.
I do not know if I was supposed to do that.
He doesn't seem to mind, and the ale is very good. Probably some of the nicest ale you've had in a long time.
This is amazing.
Well, got that one from near Whitestone, actually. It's a Whitestone ale, brewed there in the cold, and we keep it cold because it tastes best that way. What do you think?
Whitestone. Can I say another drink?
Very good. So now, close the door, please, and the 2 Arako at the door. Shut the doors. His drake curls up on the table next to him. It's way too big for the table, but it just seems to always want to be super close. He says, so, I do have a number of jobs that I would be interested in, which my crew, well, let's say they're very loyal, and loyal to me and to this ship. And between me and you all, I would like a better ship. So I've begun building one. And a new ship.
Oh, can I have some of them gummy bears? What?
Hold on, question. You know this one.
Well, I'd probably sell her. Well, the crystal maybe. I mean, without the crystal, she's not. I mean, she's a beautiful ship, but she could sail on the seas just fine. But the crystal's really where the money is, and some of the other pieces. But I will probably be auctioning her. I mean, it will be a while. Honestly, the other ship is not complete, and I need a much larger crystal. So my goal really right now is to buy.
If you don't mind me asking, why you need a larger crystal?
Well, a larger ship.
Yes, the crystals are limited to the amount which they can power. The crystals that were used on some of the cities in far, far history were maybe 3 or 4 times the size of this ship. And they would use 20 or 30 of these crystals. Many of them have been lost in time, which is why the crystals, no one knows how to make them or acquire new ones. So this is why they are so rare and expensive. The one on my ship I acquired maybe 10, 15 years ago. Cost me around maybe 100,000 gold, I think.
Okay, so I character. We ain't got that. Now we do have some stuff that I forgot to write down, like diamonds and stuff like that. But
Is it 100,000
Alright,
gold?
no,
10% there, or
I got
we had 8,000 gold
So-
and 10,000. I mean, 10.
we are in the process of getting that 100,000 gold. Doing with our business, our entrepreneurship is, you know.
Oh, you want to buy my crystal?
I mean, we need to buy a crystal, but if we're at 100K, we are close to that. But not there really.
Interesting, very interesting. I thought that would scare you quite a lot. But that being said, I mean,
It's not done now. So.
do some work for me, maybe a small discount.
small.
Yeah. I mean, I would throw the ship in with the crystal. Realistically, the ship's maybe only worth 20,000, 30,000 gold at this point. So, I would say, that being said, if you said you were trying to go to tin, or I mean to
No, I mean, iron to get one.
To
but
buy a
if,
crystal?
if there's an opportunity for us to talk ship
Well, I mean-
deals, I mean, there's.
I could potentially help you with your look if that is something you're interested in. I mean, how large is your ship that you are trying to raise?
40 feet.
No. 40 feet.
I'm saying like.
I mean, I guess I give him a good description of it.
Well, I don't think you would need a crystal this large for a ship like that. I mean, obviously, a crystal like this, you would probably have to build on your ship. But if you would want to, the ship I assume is made of traditional mahogany wood, something like this. If you didn't want to make adjustments and you want to install a crystal this sort of size, it would easily raise a ship like yours, yes, but you could probably go half this size, which would be around half the price as well. And a number of crystals are sold on the auctions in iron every month, so I don't actually know entirely when the next auction is. I think I'm a little far away from something this month. But that being said, I'd like to at least offer you some work. I have a number of jobs that I am working at the moment, and whilst most of my work is, let's say, completely above board, there is a few things that I do that maybe are a little, say, frowned upon in the city, especially one such as this. I have a few deliveries to make while I'm in Copper, one of which I would potentially be appreciative if your group would make for me.
Potentially, you let us know what it is.
Well, it's a delivery of dye. Delivery of dyes to a friend of mine, let's say.
Oh, you might know him.
And let's call this one a small test, let's say. If you would complete this I will aid you in the acquirement of a humble crystal. I have some strings I can pull, or I could just pay you, whichever you prefer. We would maybe have to wait a little while to travel to Iron for the auction, but I could put you up at my meager house in Iron for a few weeks potentially, whilst we wait for the auction to be available. And who knows, in that time, maybe you could help me with a number of other tasks that I have to do. I will be in the city for maybe a month still, getting some repairs done, and also having some discussions. The size of crystal that I am looking to buy is maybe slightly more unusual. The one I'm looking for is maybe 3-4 times the size of the one that I have. So as you can imagine,
Just a little one.
some negotiation is required. And I've been interested to, find some new companions who could maybe help me in the future as well. And you seem like able-bodied people.
How can you trust us so easily? We barely know you.
Well, if you failed at my first task, I would need to trust you.
I'm just always slightly worried when people give us a lot of trust very quickly.
I find it's better to trust quickly and you can let me down than spend hours and hours deciding whether to trust. I haven't got time for that. And honestly
Time is
speaking,
money, you know what I'm saying, right?
indeed it is.
So crystal sizes, they matter, right?
In general, some of them are more powerful than others, but in general, size does always matter, unless your lady friend
So how do you determine how much you can hold?
Well, there is a few equations that not I do. The Kinku are far better at the mathematics behind it, and well, in Balagra there is no shortage of people who can install something like this and give you information, as they are some of the most incredible craftsmen on the planet, as far as I'm aware.
I do have a question. May one of your people come to our ship and tell us what he would see as a suitable crystal to rise our ship to the proper height?
I would be happy to, yes. Are you agreeing to my task?
I think the task is fine.
Very good. We can travel to Copper tomorrow morning. You will be coming as my hired guard. And whilst I'm there conducting some business, you may, under my banner, travel around and potentially meet up and make some additional deliveries for me.
Aren't we going to Copper tomorrow anyway?
Don't we have access to We have to go tomorrow.
Yeah, we have to do a delivery tomorrow.
Well, if you have other work,
Well, we just have to deliver our goods that we see. We went through the mines and we helped clear out the infestation, and now we have to deliver that to the museum, I think, and that's practically.
oh, I believe, well, I wouldn't know, but I would like to acquire your services the whole time. Is this something you have to do?
I feel it's something.
I
very
wonder if we
easy.
can push one day.
We can push today, or I mean, what are we doing? Just delivering a statue? I mean,
You were gonna have it escorted there, but the
It's inside us.
guy didn't give a fuck if you came back.
Yeah,
or not.
they-
He was just saying if you want to do it, that's work. So
Oh.
it's your choice.
Well, no, this one's more important. See, look, we are very interested in the crystal. If we can get one from you, that would be great. If we have to go to the auctions, that is another easy.
Well, let's
easy.
say
So,
having me in your corner at the auction is going to be beneficial for you.
fair enough. Easy to crowd it, easy to be easy place. Like how I don't know how the auctions go here.
You'll find out. They're busy as an understatement.
oh my.
Number of things are sold there. The crystals are, I would say, probably not even the most interesting thing there. So there's been a number of very interesting things, generally taken from across the gate. But people trade and craft and create items in Valgra all the time. And a number of years ago, I believe a crafted sword that was some kind of accident was sold for hundreds of thousands of gold.
Okay. That is good to know. So yes, potentially the best option for us would be to find a way to get the crystal out. So if you want to help us with that, that is great. Let's talk about these tasks and figure out what we want to do.
Try that BBW out while you're at.
Oh, well, I will. Is it supposed to be mixed with something, or?
No, you don't have to mix it with something. You can take it like a shot. Now, if you are weak with alcohol,
He's just like dancing. He's like,
Which school?
masterful. He's
Pretty good at
very
your
good, but
strategies.
scorpion venom of some kind, I believe, was used in this.
Of some kind.
Oh, very good. That's very good.
Thank you very
So
much.
you made this yourself?
Me and a couple of my comrades made it.
Can I get a split that? You got that?
We also have other products as well. We also have other products as well, but we'll talk to you later about that one.
I would be interested to discuss this product.
Yes, sir.
And you said that you mentioned an island. You have an island?
Yes.
It's the Phoenix Reef.
Cause
Remember, we said we took over
near the flaming reef.
Exactly,
Ah.
exactly. We liberated it. We make it nice. We was creating our product there, as well as building our own village and stuff like
Do
that.
you have a airship dock on your island?
We will need the last
See,
board.
we
So
only
I
thought
mean, we
about
could-
airships maybe like a few weeks ago, so
I would say
Ah.
we
it's in the
could
works.
Don't worry, it's very common. Most people do not know of the airships. We stay out of sight whenever possible, really. Especially heading over certain smaller principalities, towns, they just take pot shots of what they don't know. So we tend to stay as quiet as possible.
exactly.
It's understandable. And as a druid, I'm sure that you're more concerned with the forest and nature anyway. So I think that it is completely understandable.
I'm more of a modern druid. I understand the shifting tides of the humans'
Very forward
effect
thinking.
on
Very forward thinking of you.
on Mother Earth, and I believe as time evolves, all metal comes from the earth as well. Although I'm a little bit against it, I understand the times. You said this. I heard you said that you mentioned this ale. By the way, delicious. But we're gonna allow me to try it. You said it's from Whitestone, correct?
Correct, yes. I've traded with the Durolos myself a number of times, but this one I believe we acquired as payment from a merchant in Marquette, I think. One of his stock, but we had far too many casks on the ship, so I sold some on, made a small profit, and kept some for my private stock. They are good, I believe.
If you ever travel to Whitestone, contact.
Many times.
Oh, if you do, get in touch with Odin. He's my uncle. He will set you up with some great hops.
Interesting.
Yeah. He Odin Nuas. He's one of the council representatives at the city.
I can't say I've had the pleasure to meet them, but I will ask about that next time I see them.
Yeah, just nice guy. Firm handshake though. Okay.
Well noted. Firm handshake is important.
Let us know where we need to meet you tomorrow, and we will be there.
Well, let's meet at the East Gate. I will be there with my meager carriage and some of my more dedicated crew. We are going to be traveling to the academy, which is where the auction takes place. I believe there is some festival going there, so it might be a little more boisterous than normal. But if you have not been to copper or to iron, well, it should be interesting for you all.
Any pointers, anything you teach?
I had
Teach
Stalgra,
soldiers.
so stick to the rules.
Everybody says that, but don't give you rules.
Just try to avoid sticking out, let's say, and
We have an orc, we have Ruby Buck.
I don't think that's really an issue here. There, as you can see, many of these,
I thought the concept of here was to stick up.
not in that way. Maybe once we get to know each other a little better, I'll give you when we get to my house, let's say, we can have a discussion about the city and its nuances.
I
Because I
appreciate
felt
that.
like it was the best at what you do.
like I said, let's wait to talk about it another time, shall we?
That's fine with us.
So yes, tomorrow morning, let's say 7:30 sharp. I will meet you at the East Gate, and the trade caravan will head through that gate around 8 o'clock. We can go through and maybe have another discussion on the way. If you have any more of this BBW, potentially we could auction that.
Okay. And I have some more of another drink as well that I'll get back to you.
Interesting, very interesting. Well, very good. I will. Anything else I can help you with whilst you're here?
I don't think anything else right now. I think that is this, just to understand more about the mission, which I'm assuming you'll tell us tomorrow. But
Do you have any recommended shops? Is it the Iron Part?
we're going to Kappa.
Copper.
In Copper? Yes, there's a number of shops in Copper that I could recommend. Iron, there is a number of other shops which I would definitely recommend, but I think if you are looking for crystal, it may be best to save all the money you have. In Copper, there is a number of shops that are much more affordable, and here in Tin, I would avoid it altogether. Mostly trash, as you would say, but every now and again, there's the possibility of finding something unique here. I tend to prefer the slums myself. Here, there's a lot more hunger, but not just for food, but for recognition. And I would say that in Copper, there are two places I would recommend, depending on what you're looking for. But generally, there is a lovely lady known as Mary, who owns Mary's Armory. And she and her artisans are crafters of armor and shields and things like that. Then we have Orsan's Pewter. She is a pewter smith, and generally crafts beautiful jewelry and items. And then I believe the last place you should go to is Glazier's Magical Armaments. Probably the largest shop in Copper, at least, and crafts generally, as the rather unoriginal title states, armaments, weaponry, ammunition, things like that of various different magical properties. So those are the areas I would recommend the most. But the place of real interest is the Academy. It's called the Forge Academy. Can't really miss it. I'm pretty sure you even saw it from here. There's the huge plumes of smoke. That's the Academy, and that's actually where we will be heading first tomorrow morning. The auction is there, and I believe even festival ongoing. The students at the Academy, on a roughly monthly basis, show off their items, things they have created, crafted, to various different visiting warsmiths from the council. So a number of the council will probably be within the area.
Okay.
Which you must be careful of, I would say.
Why?
The council are interesting individuals, let's put it that way, and politics is a very important part of this city. So the rest we can discuss afterwards.
Fair enough. You feel very, I mean, we are high in the air on your own ship, but you're worried about any of your crew?
They have eyes.
Not my crew, no. But let's just say I know my house is secure.
Okay, fair enough. No problem.
I like your drink.
Well, thank you. I've had her since she was just a small drake. Rescued her from some wyvern. Now maybe 20. I was in my late 20s, so maybe 15, 16 years ago now. She's been with me ever since. But one day I have hoped to find the rest of her clutch, her family, but to this day, I've never seen it.
Oh, that's neat.
Sorry?
I know you're so high up in the sky, but have you seen any moving islands look like a turtle on the sea?
I, in the past, have seen dragon turtle, if this is what you mean,
Yes.
a number of times. Once or twice in the north, once down here, maybe that many times in my lifetime.
Have you ever thought about venturing into the Bond Sea?
No, not ever actually. It's not somewhere that I would choose to go to. Maybe I couldn't take my ship, and I do prefer to be up in the sky. And from what I know, it is not a good idea to be up in the sky in the elemental fire plane. Much more dangerous things live there than here.
I believe it. Well, appreciate it, Draco. We want to thank you for your help. We'll see you in the morning. I am leaving, but if there's a shop here, I want to make a payment, of a logo, but let's be,
Well, I would recommend you venture into what I do on a regular basis. Honestly, I think I prefer it to the snootiness of the upper city, but just venture into the slums and find an artisan who can make it for you. It will cost you mere copper, and you may be able to craft something far superior to anything you can find.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
And
sir.
I will send one of my crew over to your ship this evening.
Yes, to evaluate it, please. Enough to carry all of us, our crew, crew of 20.
Are you trying to make, just so that I know, well, you can tell the king who he arrives.
Fair enough. We can do that.
I will send Tiluk.
Hold on, no, dude. Would I know if you go out, Kinku?
You can roll a history check. If he uses it.
No. 6.
Tiluk.
Tiluk or
Six.
Tiluk?
Tiluk.
Tiluk.
The king who he's going to send. And he is one of definitely my more promising young craftspeople on the ship here. He may be a little on edge, being so close to the ground, but we're doing good.
Okay. Yeah, there is no problem from us. So appreciate it. We will see you soon.
Well, great meeting you all, and I hope this is going to be a fruitful relationship.
Yep, going on. Good job, Roseanne.
Shake your hand.
Captain.
Handshake.
And then, leave.
Do I just nod, gesture towards the weird?
I feel like Mogren's like Ryan too.
That's the level of respect that goes here. Appreciate the people.
That's how you get to know and start. Get to be a inhospitable.
Alright, so we're
We're leaving.
leaving.
For you?
Oh. After we get out of earshot, I'm gonna say, just to the group, that we shouldn't underestimate that man can carry himself.
So,
I would hope he does.
yeah, he looks like the kind of guy that,
Doesn't
that in
take
a dark
any
alley, really coming out of the dark alley.
I just think he knows what he's doing. We should be, he's got my respect. We should,
Do you feel like he's potentially maybe using us as a
I'm looking for
disposable
the-
resources? You know,
While
he's
we're
very
walking, I'm always looking for the doors.
I can't, no, I can't
Gnomes.
infer that through your
The gnomes.
I can only like
Like I'm constantly
gauge
looking for
physical
the gnomes.
characteristics.
Understood.
So in this case,
Yeah, the
Both
ones
of
I've
the
seen.
ones
I
you
don't
see.
like consider specifically. I was trying to like convey. Okay, I don't care. Can I convey? I was trying to convey like what you told me basically in dialogue without being like explicitly
Yeah.
saying.
However Mogren would say it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, then
That's
leave it like that.
Yeah.
I think he was talking about your friend, Tintan. That's what we have to help him out with. That is fine. I'm not going to talk about it. But be smart about that, be aware of that. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm good. If y'all are good, if this is an easier way for us to get where we need and get
100,000,
like 2 stones.
probably 50,000.
Yeah, I didn't want to look broke in front of him.
Yes, I know.
He
How
seems
much
like
you want,
a
Platinum?
powerful ally.
Platinum is 10 gold.
The
Oh!
benefit is that at least if we work with him, we're within like reaching distance. Where if we were doing the mining, how long does that take to get to where we need to be before we have an opportunity to talk to somebody about getting crystal? If he can get us into the auction, even if we can't pay for it immediately, there's an option, maybe his ship.
Or, whoever does get it, can steal it.
I mean, I was thinking of
Listen,
things.
because there's going to be a point where the money and product change hands. And if we can go yoink,
Look,
we save ourselves some money.
Smoking club
I-
part
I-
2.
I feel it!
How roll percentage.
I don't know how many airships.
I was gonna say I have an idea, but I don't know if I do want to tell y'all. Don't want y'all to take heed to running amok.
Look, it's an idea. I'm not saying we should do it. I'm just putting it out there.
You see quite a number of the art around, but you don't see anyone. In number of places you see city guards pinging, fucking up.
So are we in copper and we're still?
You're still in tin. You have to. The only way you can get into copper is with 3 of those coins, or doing a job for someone.
Gotcha.
So your 2 options to do a job for someone now are be an escort, and you don't even really know if you're going to go into copper with the escort plan. Escort the stuff you found in the mine for the mine people, for the mine, or go with Draco as his like
But that's what
hired
tomorrow.
guard.
I mean,
Both are tomorrow. So
Both are tomorrow.
you've got the afternoon and day, or like it's probably like the afternoon in tin to.
What we can do is go back down and try to clean out the infestation.
you know we'd have to go down and find the queen.
But this time we will have to be more prepared and more ready. I see that they do like lightning, so I will not be as of much assistance as of right now. But this is just an opportunity for us to do something today. I'm not saying do it,
Well,
but I'm just putting that suggestion.
look.
Here's my
Do
suggestion.
we have to go down to the mine? No.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Do we have an opportunity to maybe explore the tin a little bit? Look, Draco said that the area is full of town.
I will break up the group and go.
Wait,
by
why
my
do
path.
you get to decide to break up the group?
I
If I want to go with Azul, I can go with Azul.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that we can go our own separate ways.
But you're not gonna let me in Fantasia go because I wouldn't let you in my Fantasia.
I'm not going to ask anybody to go with anybody. I'm going my own separate way.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Yes.
Oh, why did you say that? You said you're breaking up the group, and I'm like, all right.
Okay, I'm breaking myself away.
There you go.
But like,
So what I'm going to do.
Sorry, I missed this so much. It's like I'm just happy to.
What I'm going to do is go to the ship, wait for Tilip to come to the ship, and then after I look for Tilip to come to the ship, so he can go fly away, I am going to go.
I don't think they fly.
Sort.
Well, I am going to walk around and look for the group again.
couldn't we impress some of the council members? Didn't Draco
Yeah, we
say
can.
they'd be walking around tomorrow?
There's an opportunity to do so,
Yeah, so-
but
But didn't Draco also say to not stick out? And
Yeah.
I'm worried because I trust him more than I can trust any of these council people. Like I know it's very quick to jump, but he gave me that vibe, you know? He's got that vibe where it's like, I should probably listen to him or else I could die.
But now
Yeah,
I'm
see,
going
that
to-
sounds like too much like Ogolofi for me. So,
So-
I'm not sure about that trust.
not to dog. She
From
is
now on-
not to.
Yeah. From now on, I am not going to interject what I think. I'm going to ask, would you like for me to tell you how I feel, Fantasia? And then you can say yes or no.
Actually, I would love to
Go
know
ahead.
how you feel.
I mean, we went through a whole zone of truth thing yesterday. I don't know I didn't let it out then, but go ahead.
I don't think this is the best interest for you to talk to a council member.
Why is that?
I have reasons.
I worked on this.
I have a reason to.
I mean,
Wait, all in favor? We'll vote this. We'll Fantasia should not talk to a council member unless it absolutely deems necessary life dependent. Vote. Raise your hand if you believe so.
And then I use prestidigitation to make another small hand.
And I'm going to cast
Mage can get you to talk to people before.
Yes! She can talk to people because she talks to a person of important significance that has a life impact.
To be honest,
I don't want to go to
I
jail.
mean,
That's
Logan doesn't have the social nuance to understand whether or not her conversation
Yeah.
is effective.
Oh fuck! Alright, so it's 3 out of 5. I think we're in agreement.
No, I mean,
Marcus,
we
it
could
was
go.
Oh,
I'm gonna
4 out of
cast
5.
good, because I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and raise my hands, and there we go.
Yeah, right. You have to remember that in the situations where Fantasia's talking, usually it's the two of us and she's the one talking. So, like, as far as I'm concerned,
We know, we get why you said it. We get why you said it.
Yeah, I think that was over.
Fantasia, I am not disrespecting.
No,
you.
I'm telling you, I did Zone of Truth yesterday. I told you what I've been hiding this whole time. I wanted to not be liked. I wanted to, in case I were to go, no one would miss me. I've been over that. It almost made me throw up, revealing my true feelings to Azul, but I did it, so I'm telling you, I can do this. I'm not going to be crazy, I'm not going to be wacky and zany, but I mean, if Smoke and Cloak does come up, yes, I will
That
get
makes us
shade.
nervous. That makes us
But
nervous.
I am saying I would talk sanely to a person that, yes, can say, oh, you called my haircut ugly, and then just sets our ship on fire,
Okay, so I do have a
All right, okay, I'll give you a perfect
No, I
example.
want to say this. Y'all are going to go in this town and go to shops. Allow Fantasia to talk. I don't want to jump from you going crazy when talking to people to talking to somebody high and you just telling us, oh, I'm going to be fine. So I would like for you to go into town, try to conversate, try to see if you can talk to somebody around the group and see if that can happen. If that is fine and you do very well with that around this town, I may feel comfortable with you talking.
Focusing on the little guys and making ourselves up. Seeing,
Yeah, because I don't like to jump from nothing or negative to boom, hi,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Because
Baby steps, Fantasia.
I think you're a piece of shit. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and use this move to see if it works because this is my first time. So after I call him a piece of shit, I'm going to cast Gift of Gab, which everyone around me can forget the whole last 6 seconds and then replace with whatever I want. You're right, Tinson, and I believe everything you're saying. Yes, we should start from the bottom and make our way up top.
How does this spell work?
Wait, how does this work?
Everyone within,
Yeah, what do
my
we
range.
We gotta do?
Do I make a saving?
No, there's no saving throw. It is a reaction spell.
Wait, what? Gift of Gab?
Gift of Gab. It would probably not affect. It depends where Shay is, but 10 tons right in front of me. So
Well,
if y'all are all like, depends how far your distance is if you will hear it or not. The range is from me.
Yeah, no, but it's so.
And that's why I cast it on 10 tons.
Is this royalty?
Verbal, that, what's M and R?
Within 5 feet of you.
And what's M and R?
I don't know. M is R is royalty component.
Which is 2 gold.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the M?
Material.
I guess it's that's what it is.
So you're gonna crush
Yeah, we
them.
have to be within 5 feet of you, so.
So I don't know if everybody was that
Why
close.
would it-
That's why I said specifically 10 tons.
So you walked up
I
to
wouldn't-
me? 'Cause
yeah,
I
I
was
wouldn't-
a distance from you.
Like, if everyone else heard something different, I just want to make sure it worked on 10 tons,
Okay.
that he didn't hear it.
So you would have to say.
I don't know if that not saving.
Nah, it's not. 6 seconds. You got six. You got past 6 seconds.
As long as you are
So
alone in a room.
so the only part he took out of it was you're a fucking asshole.
Oh my god, like, that's actually really clever.
Fuck you. All right. Where is that again?
It scares me this is from the acquisition Acquisitions Incorporated D&D campaign, which is designed for one-shots once a year. I don't know if we should allow Acquisitions Incorporated stuff.
Right there, you see there.
I mean, you've been using Jim's
That's
magic.
from Acquisitions Incorporated. Wasn't
Okay.
It's up to you, Simon. It is up to
it?
you.
No, I mean, it's fine. If you guys don't mind.
Shit, whatever.
I mean, he gonna put Alright, so I don't remember that. So I just say
You just remember him agreeing to it?
I appreciate it. I just wanted to have this conversation before everything goes. I appreciate it. I just don't want this conversation to go on, and I don't want you to feel a type of way. That's why I asked at first, do you want my information?
Yeah, I totally understand it. That's why I let you talk about it, because you're right. It would be too much to go directly from, hey, I'm opening myself up yesterday to, hey, let me talk to the most powerful person in this city. You know, I get it.
Thank you for understanding.
You're welcome.
You sure you don't want no one with you?
With me,
Yes, you.
I would not want you with me.
Ouch.
No offense.
Ouch. I don't know how to take that one.
It's not to you.
Okay.
Like I said, Fantasia need to walk around and talk to people. I need somebody with good judgment to make it up.
Okay.
I'll work.
Oh no.
I'll have
No. Hey, y'all, hey, let's go to, hey, we are going, hey, as Tinta said, we are going to start at the bottom and go to the top. Let's walk to the slums, okay, and see if we can find some good artisans.
Dang, I
to
didn't
talk
know.
to.
We're starting from negative.
It's not negative one, there are still good people out, okay?
No, I'm sure they're good people.
Yes, okay, let's go.
I mean, one of you.
We're going that way, Tinta.
Okay.
Carry on.
I'm going to the ship.
So,
Have fun.
Thank you.
we all walk to the slums unless you want to do something else.
I want to do axe.
Okay. Well, we couldn't get the axe from the slums.
Oh, I remember.
We do that at Kappa.
Oh.
I have an axe for you that someone gave to me. A great friend. Let me pull it out the bag here.
You like.
What? We had this the whole time.
He went and picked up our friend, Caius, and he said
Hey,
he's
you
on
had this whole time.
He said he doesn't need this every time. But if you still need another axe, I mean, go get another axe. I'm going to the ship.
No, that, yeah, I love you guys.
Really? It's like a month.
Alright, so we go to the slums and he goes to the ship. I don't know which one we go.
Okay. Slum team.
Alright, so
Team slums.
we are here. We are going to go. We're trying to get some other stuff.
Damn it, I forgot to tell them to look for that man.
What I wanted to do, okay, is making sure that we create some emblems that look like our Tempest Cadre. You know, we have to have a calling sign, right? We need pendants that we can put on ourselves, as well as give it out as like, you know, hey, remember us. If you need us, let us know. This is our calling call. You know.
So like a game.
No, not like that. Like a,
Wait, but you literally just described a game.
no, like a badge.
To get it?
Yes.
Well, like a
I did not
hat.
leave
No,
you
it's
any
us.
money.
A token or a handkerchief or something. Like a piece of fabric.
What's that coin?
Should be a good test of Fantasia.
Points.
Alright, we'll get points with no money.
Yeah.
You can mold coins.
I know.
So I'm looking for like
I just sent it with my buddy, but
any place that like can mold metal.
Oh goodness, that's all of our money. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I got some money on me, but
Yeah, I have money on me. I don't.
You want to buy?
I don't know which is
mine. Or buy the mold.
both, I guess. I don't know.
We can smell. We have this capability. They all have capability.
No. So, looking around for an artisan that can, again, nail, because I want to make pretty much like challenge coins with our logo on it and our name.
Right, so
Yeah.
you walk into the slums, you walk the door, and immediately the quality of the city goes down.
Of course.
You know, there's people on the streets begging. You know, there's a lot of like
Oh, watch your pockets.
little like side alleys. They haven't got money, so it's fine. There's a lot of little like tiny side alleys with these houses all painted different colours. You said you're looking for some kind of like craft shop or something.
Yes.
There is sort of like a main thoroughfare, which goes towards the big mine that we went to before, the core. And along that thoroughfare, there's hundreds of little tiny craft shops. Like when you go in shitty beach locations, all those crap shops. Like there's hundreds of them along there. So roll a quick perception check. We'll give you advantage because you know what you're trying to get.
Needed that. Natural 20.
Hey,
Oh,
you
It was
find
a 5.
God who was sadly left alone in the slum that belongs in iron.
You're walking along the main street, and there's this old lady, and she's like calling across to you, and she's like, annoying. And you glance down a side street, and you just see like a young woman just working at like a crafts bench, and she doesn't seem to be paying any attention to trying to sell goods or anything. But you can see that she's got a number of like exactly what you're looking for, like coin type things, all across the across there. And you head down towards this thing. She doesn't even look up. She's just feverishly working on like a design of like a necklace she's doing.
I start picking up products and just examining them.
And let's go. Excuse me now. Hello?
Hey, yo.
You get two copper if you want now.
Point Fantasia, you want $2,000?
Why are you
I
pointing?
sheepishly said it.
And give you the opportunity to speak.
That's right, sorry. Forgot we walked. I mean, Muslim examining things. You said 2 copper, you pointed at me like I was supposed
I
to
said
say
hello,
something.
I am Captain Azul, and I would like to see if we can get something from you. The lady Fantasia here has some
Tiefling.
Yes.
queries.
I hear your kind are good with metals.
Yeah, we are. I used to eat a few metals in my day, but not so much anymore.
What brings you here? How can I help you?
I like blades, and I actually went to the College of Blades. My friend here is a lover of axes. We wanted to see your wares.
I don't sell blades, right?
No, we're looking
They
for
only
coins.
find
I messaged to Fantasia. Fantasia,
Coins I can do.
we are looking for coins. We want her to make a Tempest Cadre coin with our logo on the front and our name on the back.
I see.
And
So-
for dollars or for I don't know.
They pay for mine.
So,
And I
How many-
forgot the point on the breath.
yeah, how many coins have you made? Like, have you ever done anything major, like for a brand or a group of people, a mercenary group, a ragtag group?
Maybe
of
in the
friends?
past. Why? Who's asking?
We're known as Tempest Cadre. What the problem is, we aren't known as Tempest Cadre because we need, a model. We need a logo,
You
a
need a calling
proof of
card.
concept. Yeah, a calling card. But not a card, a coin.
A calling
obviously.
coin.
Yeah.
Understood. Well, how many do you want?
Can we get what would your process be from like 20 to 30?
We could go by bundles of
For a large take. I mean, how customers are we looking?
Well, when I create a presentation, like what the coin will look like.
They can
Roll
simply
a
circulate.
performance. Circular? That's a good start, I've got to say.
Oh
Give me the advantage.
Sure. You know what
It's my logo.
It's my logo.
Oh my god!
You got nervous when Fantasia talking.
13.
Looks like a T.
Well, that's beautiful. Do you mind if I
What?
add some, clean it up a bit,
I mean, you clean up, yes.
And I also say, of course, you can add your own personal emblem, flair, or logo that advertises your business along with, the fact that, to know that it was made by you for Tempest Cadre.
What do you do? Do you do good things or bad things?
We're good people. We help out, we escort, we check out trades. We clean out their minds here, actually.
Yeah, we
Roll
killed
a deception check.
It's not a deception.
we killed a
Not
general.
clean out the minds and you have not done only good things.
I was about to say we killed a general, but he.
Hey! 22.
She a raised eyebrow and says, I'll pass. Just, I'd say a 20?
Yeah, 20 to 30, whichever.
20 or 30, whichever.
30, 30.
Probably 30 because you
30.
can probably shoot.
Yeah, I mean, if we're
$10?
Yeah,
$10? Oh.
especially if we're gonna be.
We'll go to 50 then.
Yeah.
I give her 20, he
What's
goes.
the conversion rate for copper to gold? Because she said that one of the coins I think it was 2. I'm just saying. I don't know.
He is
$20
right.
done.
No.
That's cool.
I think
Hold
I'll
up.
scout.
Boy, this
$20
could be
each.
a useful.
He already gave.
Yeah, good.
No, I already gave the gold. It's too late.
Thank you. She like puts it in the room.
He doesn't care about
What?
money.
And
He
you
don't
wouldn't know
about
either,
money.
because only Shay
It
knows.
says, and are you gonna wait here for the hours it takes me, or would you like me to deliver somewhere?
Can we pick it up?
I could deliver it to your ship, or
Actually, yes.
Do
If
you
you could
do you
deliver it
live
to a
here? Do you
ship.
live here? Do you have a house? You in the slum?
We are in dock. I don't remember what the
We're at the
is
dock
like.
by
I give her
big
the
inn.
We're gonna look for the ship that has the same logo on it.
correct. There you see, no governor.
Talk 47.
Dang, I wanted to say something.
Hi,
That is very clever, sir.
He knows. Yes.
Is it?
Very smart.
No, like
Very smart.
Where is it? Talk 47. Talk 47.
Look, we are looking for your best work. That is the reason why we paid more. We see that you do great things, and we appreciate your service and business.
Very well. So, whilst you're here,
Yep.
What was it?
I am looking for a material.
Sure.
I don't know if you do work for others. I could give you a discount, some of your money back.
That is
Or,
simply what Tim's cadre loves to
aim
do.
to maybe throw in some additional product.
What is your name?
I didn't tell you.
Exactly.
I know.
I want to say that. You never
I am
introduced
Captain
yourself.
Gazoo.
My name is Doris.
Doris.
I am just a lowly peasant here. So,
No, it feels like this. You shouldn't be.
maybe you're right. But I am looking for an item, if you will. I would like to get a product, an item from the academy. I don't know if you're able to head over there, but if you are, and you are able to acquire any of the there were a number of young, unruly thieves in the academy that say that they may have stolen something from me. If you are able to catch one of these thieves, give them a good beating from me, will you?
So how would you know that we give him good beats?
I have my ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just asked.
I'm going to ask before you answer that. Azul, we asked
if we can go beat the shit out of
Azul, we don't
Let them know that Doris
We're not
gave
gate
them this
collectors.
beating, and I will find out myself.
Okay, but how will we know who is that?
How one wants
We know who they beat.
First of all,
Anyone who tries to steal anything from you.
why are we beating people?
We're not. She's asking if we can. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. You know.
Oh, okay.
Why
So
are
we're
you so
defending. We're not just beating someone for owing something. Okay. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I agree.
No, it's just my own personal satisfaction, actually. You find one of the thieves there, you beat them, you tell them Doris sent you, and that's all that's required.
Okay.
Good enough for me.
All right.
Doris,
I assume that's good.
are you a good girl?
What's up?
Where is this going?
Do you do bad things to people?
I'm probably a little old for you.
Do you do bad things to people?
Not for money, if that's what you mean.
Oh.
You're not.
I didn't mean sexually.
Well, there's no time for purchase.
Are you a thief yourself? Are you a bad girl? for that.
I'm not a girl.
Are you a bad?
Sexually or in a normal term. I don't know what that is. But, bad is a matter of opinion. You
Okay.
say.
Do I feel like she's
Of course I don't.
I know she said that, but do I believe like
Rolling inside.
like she told us to beat up some people? No fucking reason.
Nah, that's for a reason they stole something.
I know, but alright. Is she like?
Rolling inside.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure I'm at natural 20. You're wasted.
Not wasted.
Oh.
Are you a bad
So you,
Are you a bad girl?
holy shit, dude!
Yeah,
Set yourself up with that one.
I know.
I'm gonna whisper.
I purposely did. I mean, it's a Zoom.
It's so. That would go on a t-shirt. Like I said.
You know it, Lord.
Bad girl.
Come to Tempest Country.
I can give you something better than gold.
You never rode waves like this before. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just something that zones out of conversation.
Yes. Your character does.
That's literally what character did. Like the whole part in the beginning with Mogrim, I completely zoned out and I didn't even heard one word and it was wait so that's why I was like, wait, hold on.
Daughter.
Yes.
After you make these coins, and after you deliver them to us, we should hang out sometime.
Sure. I mean, I feel like I'm a bad girl.
Shay,
I might need to figure out how to.
He just oh my.
throw up.
It's getting Hey. Oh, Jay, you're supposed to be the talking one right now.
Azul got interested.
I'm gonna step out and get some fresh air,
I
guys.
was like, well, things got hot and steamy here very quickly. The coins will be at your ship by tomorrow morning. And if you do this task for me, then maybe some extra presents will arrive.
I do have one question. I was gonna ask that after she said that. She said she's not a girl or is a girl?
She meant like she's not a girl, she's a
Yeah.
woman.
Okay, making sure. But like, what's wrong with that? So,
Like Aaron, but
just like, hey, my last question's here. My last question. So,
You can't pussy on me, I was all you getting us.
there you go. Alright. Yeah.
She says, "Tatana, everyone."
And either Captain Azul and grab the head.
Grabs her hand. Okay, she lets you grab her
That's
hand.
a nice, history you walk off.
Alright, Jay, you know how that was supposed to be my test? How did I know?
I'm outside. I don't know what we're
No,
doing.
I walked out with me and Mulgrim walked out. That was disgusting.
Oh, I thought you were still in
No.
the
Azul was macking in there. It was supposed to be my test, but you know, he did what he did, so I guess she's
And
coming.
you guys, realistically speaking, like he asked her if she's a bad person, she said no. For you guys, you were like, she's obviously not a bad person. Like it's very obvious to you guys that she's not a bad person in any way. She's just a shitty craftswoman in the slums.
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Because you was bad, girl. I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
she said.
Oh, they heard. They still can take it.
Yeah, they can take it that way, but I'm just saying when she said it, you completely believe what she said.
She said, "I'm going to the." He said, "Come to the ship," and she said, "I'm a
Like
bad
she's not
girl."
gonna
So.
like lace our coins with poison, so the moment we touch it, just like start foaming from the mouth, right?
Nah, Azul would say something.
I mean, she wouldn't be in slums.
Where y'all want them to go after these?
Well, I mean, visiting the crafts person, I was just, you know, listen.
Look for a bar fight.
I pull out of my bag of mushrooms. I picked this up a while ago. Honestly, I might have been high on fire. I don't know.
I really don't know where these buttons are from.
I know, and it worries me because hey, this is just either. Well, they're gonna go bad soon. Probably in the next like 2 weeks or so, knowing my mushroomology.
He is a fully qualified mushroom.
But honestly, it's been been so long since I've studied mushrooms that I'm not sure what they are. And I don't want to sell them before I know what they are, and I don't want to eat them because I don't know what they are. I need to find someone that can maybe explain to me what these are, maybe, for a small payment, find out what they are. So I can utilize them to its full potential.
You would like a nature check or something?
You're right, maybe.
You
That's
just
also.
find out the mushrooms.
I mean, also, I think it'd just be interesting because I could probably sell them to that person too if they're interested. Actually,
So you're gonna have someone.
I'm gonna make a nature check to see. Do I remember where I picked up these mushrooms in?
Simon don't remember.
No, I don't know either. I
I
just
think I remember what the mushrooms are.
I literally just have a note.
What date?
Dude, it's really bad. It was like one of the first.
He's gonna let you roll and then he gonna roll and figure out things.
Exactly. It was in between the wheat box and soil and then the large egg, and it just was sack full of mushrooms. That was my note.
It was from the druid village.
You sure? Because the egg is from.
That's what fine then, right?
I can't.
What other druids give you bad mushrooms?
Oh yeah, it's
No.
above the egg.
Oh my
So, yeah.
Before the egg?
Yeah, so it is a druid thing because the egg was when we got to our island.
There you go.
So it has to be the druid test when you got
Yeah.
that much from.
I don't want the other.
Problem solved. There you go.
I mean, just taste one and see what happens.
Just do a nature check to see if you remember. Or
Okay.
What would
No,
you
just,
remember?
you just check them.
Yeah,
just put it on your
Just
tongue
check the
and
mushrooms and see if you know what they
see
are.
what happens.
Let's fucking go. We got a 24.
Oh, they are called buttercap mushrooms. And they are like great cooking mushrooms. They taste great.
Buttercap?
Yep. And you're right, they probably only have a couple of weeks, maybe less. Because they've been sitting in that bag for like a month and a half or something.
Let's say they were well stored. In an optimal, cool
Sure.
area.
Optimal.
Okay, in the butt.
So,
They're just like really good cooking mushrooms. They're
yeah.
So do you still need the mushroom
So
helper?
I have scales too. From Jamon, I could probably palm these off. Make them sound like they're much more important than they actually are. Get some of the slums you're good.
Oh my god,
Take one of these slums.
sounds
Wait, no, wait. This slum
It's gonna be over there.
yeah, my blood is steam.
sounds like saying the people in the slums probably can't afford it. So I got it. What I'll do is when we're in the city of Copper, I'll start saying that these are really prized scales from the city of from Galapa, highly valuable. And what we'll do is we'll make them a luxury good, and I'll sell them for like 4,000 gold each. All right. I need some help, and I need an assailant to help me with the sale.
Oh, I get that. And, when you think about it in a different way, it is from some pirate captain, and we don't know how many of them there were, so for all we know, it is very luxurious. So.
Right, it's fantastic. As a female, right, you can tell me, these scales, if I made them into like a necklace, right, if I got them made into a necklace, and then this necklace was sold, do you think it would work? I show her the scales. I don't know how the scales look.
Remember how your
They're
mom looked?
like blue scales.
Do you think these would look pretty enough? Or like, I could fashion some kind of jewelry, and we could sell it for 4,000.
I still have one of his wings.
Well,
Baby wings.
Chopped it off to my intake.
so we have wings and scale. It's like, do we have enough?
Fantastic. The question was a yes or no
Yes,
question,
I mean-
and you're giving me nothing.
Because it's the jewelry. It's like,
Okay, yeah, I know. So, is it jewelry you buy as a female?
I would probably.
If I say it was 4,000 gold and I go to a fancy lady and say, hey, listen, you better get this, what else?
Okay, that's not how you
That's
make a
not-
sale for one check. You don't say you better get this or else.
I mean, I say it or else it's gone, not like or else you're dead. I'm not going to threaten someone. That would be stupid.
I mean, this happened before, so we don't know.
Okay,
that.
I will use better words. Good job, look at that. See, that was a test. I was testing this. That's what it does. I'm studying to try to sell them. Listen, the Earth Mother
other place that
No. See, this whole city, this concept of this city, is a big no-no. And the reason I told the guy, like, with Draco that, was because I didn't want to put him in a bad light. He's a dragon, dragons, earth, probably not the best, like, hand in hand. I didn't want to send him off. And I was like, because he'd be like, what is this druid doing here in this city? A lot of technology or something. So, I was covering my grounds. Either way, Mogrim should probably assist me. Wait, I have a great idea. Well, your hat that changes you to other people. I got it. What we'll do is we'll set up a plan where, when we're in the city of iron, right, the iron is the richer part from copper. So, when we're in there, what we'll do is I will act like a merchant going around like, you know, oh, so. Then, what you will do, right, we'll go in front of some like wealthy people. Right.
Sure.
Can you let me finish, please? I will let you talk after I say. This is exactly what Tintin is talking about. You don't understand the boundaries. So I'll have Azul transform to like, you know, some like notable person. Maybe not super notable, but like looking fancy.
I like how I'm just volunteering for these.
You're basically in on it because I'm gonna give you like 5%.
What?
You're gonna come up to me and be like, oh, this is good. I would pay like 4,000 gold for it. And I'll be like, you know what? I'll give it you for 3,000. You know, because I'm feeling nice, right? And then what you'll do is like, you know what? I'll come back around later this afternoon, and if it's still here, I'll think about it. I need to consult my husband. You act like a wealthy woman, you know.
I have no idea why
Right.
I'm doing this.
But then, so what that will do is you'll say it really loudly, people will pick it up. Right? Then you'll go around back, transform into a different person, come back around, and be like, oh, what are those scales? I would pay like 5,000 gold. Let me quickly go back to my house and we'll set you up. And then what will happen? I guarantee you, one of those people from that perimeter will hear the 3 and 5, and they'll be like, I can get it for 4. And that is how we get to 4,000 gold.
Okay, Shay, I'm gonna go ahead and say
Next, you can have Fantasia find another tiefling. They can stand on top of each other in a trench coat.
I mean,
I love it!
no.
We have a bargain off. The trench coat,
Hey, should we just go to a bar or something and chill? I mean,
we're walking right now, so
we can probably find a fight club here.
A fight club?
I would assume they would have one here.
I mean, prepared at all times.
Always.
That is true, but I'm gonna say
Ways to rank up in front of other high superiors?
But her,
Listen, I get ranked up so fast here, I don't even have to try.
your
It's
plan
cool, I want
is
Mogrim to
flawed.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta
using Mogrim
be more realistic.
No, I look at some random person, like, look, I'm not talking about you. You're fine. Like, I don't know, like, someone's like walking by, like, talking about beauty.
Kids like,
You can't just
I just
say
chuck the kid at like a copper. Go run.
you can't just say I'll give it to you for 3. They're not
I'm
gonna
already
do
dead.
that. You gotta make it
15
feel.
little kids run up to you. They're like, you did it to yourself.
I give them all a good berry. A nasty berry. Like,
They
alright,
all eat the good berries.
stop it! You gone. Hey, if you go back all what's that girl's name? What was her shop?
Doors?
You guys all go to Doris' shop and back. I will all give you 1 copper. Go.
4 of them run.
We're walking
Yeah,
together. I check my own pockets to see, make sure they're not doing No. Listen, alright, how about this? If you beat my friend Mogrim here in an arm wrestling contest, I'll give you 1 silver.
They're like,
No, don't fight them. Arm wrestling contest. Mogrim, show these kids that they're not getting any silver.
Michael Jordan fuck them kids.
Exasperated side, and then I sit down and
This is like tiny hand. Next kid slices down.
Oh, no. I only pointed at one. Wait, actually, hey, if you beat him, I'll give you a whole gold piece. Mogrim, like this kid.
What is happening?
Why is your legendary kill you?
And then I tag in Fantasia.
Wait, what is happening?
Why are you arm wrestling children? I missed
Exactly. This is your thing. You're doing.
What is happening here?
Come on,
What are you doing, Jay? Okay, no arm wrestling. No arm wrestling. We're done.
I keep walking. I was like,
All right, be gone.
I don't know them.
People are starting
I
to
don't know
like,
them. I just keep walking away.
another kid's like, let's go.
No, no more.
let's
No
go.
more. No more.
This was for Jeffrey.
Okay, and you exit the.
I just leave.
You,
We go back to where.
Can't you have prestidigitation and give him some fake coins to him or something?
Is that what does prestidigitation do?
It's like
I can
five
make up
big
trinkets.
ones. Yeah, it's like 5 things.
There's like really minute things, but
Yeah,
you can make them.
It's like 5 big things. You can work it into translating the rest into
story
You
flavor.
can make like a
Stuff
gust
like-
of wind,
yeah.
small appearance, like a small visual.
Fireworks, like Jubilee,
It's like just about a little
like
shit.
cleaning yourself, unclean yourself,
Throw some coins.
make stuff tasty or disgusting, so
You
you
can
can.
like throw a flashbang around the corner because that's it. Just something like that.
I don't know about that. no flashbangs, but yeah, it's like little bitty subtle things you can put together.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why.
I can even make music while we walk.
you exit the slums with a bunch of crying children behind you.
Music to my ears. Hey, at least that one kid has a convert, and I might have changed his life for the better. Maybe we come back. Hey, listen, think about it. What if we come back one year, right here? But maybe not because we're by choice, but purely by coincidence. And this guy's like a golden-aire, billionaire. He's just a rich wolfman. Maybe he's running his own business.
He's probably
Listen,
getting
you never
jumped
know
because
the
he's
impact
only one
your money can have on other
All those
people.
kids that run up and being shit. Okay.
It's not that bad.
In the meantime,
Is it that bad? This month, like a compliment?
Oh, you about to find out?
Tintin, what are you doing? Whilst this all happened.
Just walking back to the ship, make sure if I see any of the gnomes, and also waiting for to look.
Okay. Yeah, you wander back to the ship. There is, the gnomes have long gone. They've painted the part of the ship that was needed. They're not there anymore. You're sort of like sitting on the ship, talking to the crew, when a sort of small, very small size, so like maybe like 4'5", little hooded creature like hops up onto the ship, and it's like I said, it's like a blackbird. You know, it's got like a black beak and black beady eyes, and it just looks at you.
Hello, Tilip.
Hello.
My name is Tintin.
Tilip.
This is our ship. I would like for you to look at the ship, see what you think of what size crystal we would need to actually power the ship.
What size crystal?
Yes, sir.
Power the ship.
Yes, sir.
Dylan. And it like hops off and starts looking around the ship.
All right, Tilip.
Starts like taking some bits of cord out and like measuring the length of the ship.
Is there anything I can help you with, Tilip?
Help me.
Anything?
Yep.
What can I help you with?
Help Dylan.
Okay, Tilip.
Ship. What size?
I'll tell him the size.
Well, are you on the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little ship. What size crystal?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Me.
Yes.
Yes.
What size?
What size?
What a crystal.
Crystal.
To make it fly.
Fly.
Yes.
Yes. And it's like writing stuff down. Like it's writing and like he's like looking around the ship whilst you're talking to it. Like it's clearly doing some stuff.
Yeah. He said you were very recommended to look.
Recommended.
Mm.
Mm. like writing some more stuff.
Dylan, what are you writing?
Wearing.
What are you writing?
Writing.
Yeah.
What size?
Crystal?
Crystal.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Like writing.
Do you do dimensions and how to put the crystal in the ship as well? How
Yes.
to power the ship?
Power the ship. Yes.
Can you write that down as well?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. So look, if you can you leave it with one of my crew members when you're done?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Tinta,
Yes.
how many crew?
30.
Then,
Good.
Here's a silver piece for you, sir, for your troubles.
troubles.
Okay. Tell me if you need anything. Well, tell my crew members if you need anything. I'm going to go to the shops.
Chops. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Tinta.
To look.
It's like writing anyway. I think we can only repeat what people say.
Right, I can tell. So I walk away, and now I am following the trend of artwork, going to the lower slums. I'm trying to see if I find any of the gnomes that helped us with a ship.
Okay, roll a perception check. Actually, first of all, like, how are you, what are you doing to try and find them?
So basically, trying to follow a trend and trying to, I talked to some people of if they saw a crew member that was on the ship, had they seen him, and trying to describe the kid that I saw. As I do that, I'm walking and trying to be like, hey, they did a good job with my ship. I want to see if I can get them for
Okay,
me.
so you're explaining that they painted the ship and you're trying to...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, roll a perception check. Well, sorry, roll an investigation check with just a normal one.
I think that this is going to be an investigation. Yep, a 10.
A 10. You find a number of people let you know that it's a crew that painted quite a lot of the ships around here. You don't really get a whole ton of other information about that, but you can book them through the crew, through the wharf master to come and paint the ship some other way if you wanted to. So if you do specifically want to meet them again on another day, you can book that crew again, say the one you wanted. You do still see a number of the artwork, but you even see it on the way there. Like there's a bit on the wall, like the 200-foot wall as well. There's some artwork. There's even like some artwork being scrubbed off near the top of the wall. Like you do see the artwork like pretty regularly around the city on the way. But yeah, you don't. You get the impression that if you just requested it through the wharf master for work, you could probably request that crew again if you wanted to.
I go back to the wharf master. And I was like, hey, this is urgent. I need them to come back to my ship. They missed a spot that we forgot to tell them. Could you please, today, get them back to the ship if possible?
So the wharf master is...
Smart dude.
Y'all scared me with y'all conversation. I'm like, man, when is this gonna go south? Oh Lord!
Wait, which one? The Doors one or the
Or how to scheme
How to
some
rob
people.
him.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
How to scheme somebody into buying something? I'm like, oh Lord!
Listen, to be fair, that's nothing new for Chicken Fantasy. That's kind of how the whole Bronx Theater thing happened.
That's the scary part. That's the scary
I
part.
have a good idea. It's a scary idea. It's a good one.
Okay, so yeah, you meet up with Zelda,
Have
who's
you always
the...
had this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody forgot everything.
Bro, I had like a weird deja vu thing that I
He
thought
had a
was
black magnet one, and then he switched back to this one because
Yeah, I had
he
the
said
wooden
that
one.
kept on falling.
And then I have this one because the other one sucks.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you had like one was like a. Never mind. Deja vu moment.
Okay, so yeah, you meet up with Zelda, you find her on the docks somewhere, and she lets you know that that crew is like doing another job at the moment and wouldn't be able to come back urgently, but she could get you another crew to paint the ship. Like she doesn't really understand why you would want the same crew back if they made a mistake on your ship.
I tell her what I'm talking to right now. It's not that they made a mistake, it's more of my fault for not telling them about it. I like their job, what they did, and I would rather them come back.
Well, I
When
mean,
she said-
how long are you going to be here on the docks?
Hopefully not long. We're going to be
A
here
number of
tomorrow as
days?
well. Yes, probably a number
I'll
of
let
days.
them know to come by tomorrow evening, maybe the day after,
Okay,
which is best for you.
the day after.
God, I will
Um,
put them in.
Where are they right now?
I'm not entirely sure. One of the other ships along here doing another job.
Okay.
What they told me at least.
Thank you very much. I walk along the ships now and try to find them.
Okay, hold on.
Bell chimes every time the kids kick
Okay,
in.
roll a perception check as you walk along the dock.
With advantage since I know how to boil it.
No, because you are not necessarily going to find that guy.
8.
8. Yeah, you do see a number of known painting groups, but you don't recognize any of them, and they're not even wearing the same stuff, or the same overalls that the other group were.
Okay. I'm going to the town and just looking around and doing the same thing. That's all I'm doing all day.
Okay.
Until
So,
it's
yeah.
nighttime. Or unless I run into them while I'm walking.
Are you guys doing anything else over there? Are you just going to a bar to drink?
I want to hear what his wolf saying is.
I'm not going to tell you. It would not be smart.
I have nothing else I need to do.
Except to drink.
Oh, that's all I got.
I gotta pick some rolls on the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's what?
a rose.
What now?
Rose.
Oh no.
A rose.
That's a rose.
S-E?
R-O-S.
I mean, like said roast or rose.
Rose.
This one, rose actually is better than either.
Single rose.
Just.
Okay. You spend like one copper on
Yeah,
a single
he
rose.
goes. He's getting ready to put that on the ship, and I guess after the bar, we just gotta pick it up and we go to the ship, kind of waiting. Well, I am for the delivery or whatever, the coins and all that.
Cool. So yeah, you all
What is that?
Oh, you asking me? Look here, okay? We have to be smart the way we do things here in this iron city, you know? And maybe there are some people here that know more than us. So in order for us to learn more, you know, we need to be more casual with the
Sure. Why'd you buy a flower?
I don't know, to give it to the lady, you know, it's just things you do.
Why?
I don't know. I'm bad at these things. I feel like, you know, you talk, you say, hey, you know, you come with me, you hang out.
You give her a dead flower.
It's not dead yet. It's alive. It's red. It's not black. Do you want the flower?
No. What would I do with the flower? What would anybody do with the flower? What from the earth?
I don't know.
A lot of things.
They tell us, they say these things you do, right? I mean, I don't know how you smooth and oak lady.
You don't. We don't. There's no romance. Create a child and move on. We don't court women. This is a waste of time.
And that is kind of fair point there. But I am trying to learn more about these CPG, and I feel like she might know more.
Interesting.
You know?
Okay.
That's it.
And I don't care about work stuff like
I know. This makes sense.
My whole
Right?
tribe
I thought it was like you just hit him over the head and drag him into the
No.
None for you.
Okay, so the Tintan arrives back at the ship in the evening, and you guys sort of, I assume, just go to bed on the ship.
Well, when you go to bed, she's supposed to deliver that tonight, right?
No, in the morning.
Oh, in the morning. Then there's no point in going to the bar.
Well, no, we're going to the bar in the evening.
We have to go to the place, because I was asking him it was at night. This is delivered tonight, because in the morning we gotta be on the
I said in the morning. I'm pretty certain I said in the morning.
oh shit. Good easy morning, y'all.
We're going back to the Duke in the morning, yeah. To get the copper? Or for the...
No, she's supposed to deliver to us, right?
Oh.
And then we have to be at the place at 7 in the morning.
I don't remember a time frame for the
Yeah.
coin delivery.
Can I say something?
No time.
Yeah, you're all on the ship.
Usually it's
One
tomorrow.
of my guys go to sleep a little bit early and wake up a little bit earlier to walk the city and see if he can find people here.
Okay.
There's crew members on our ship though. Can she skip the crew members? Do we need to do it?
I mean,
I would like to be there.
I mean,
Y'all do not have to be there. I can meet you in Copper.
Flower. Whatever.
So we'll be
In copper.
That's fine.
You can take care of it.
what?
So Zul, are you excited for your dates?
I don't know. I am not sure how it's going to go.
Oh, you need tips on how to talk to women? Basically, don't do
Fantasia.
what you did back at the,
Fantasia.
what was the name of that city?
What is
Go
it?
on.
Fantasia, no.
Don't do how you talk to Sarah and I, basically.
What are you talking about?
Don't do that.
Also, there's this lady, the Hamels, in the Islams. She is making our points for, King Cadre. And she seems very interesting, so I was asking her if, once she drops off the coins in the morning, that we can go hang out.
You got her a flower.
yeah, I'm gonna go
I
ahead
might,
and say this.
I might throw the flower.
Yeah.
You know how you gave me a test? Azul ended up getting a day out of that, so that happened.
Yeah, we made a good get try. But it's like, I made one good today.
So, okay, so it felt like the day went well until you said you made some kids cry, which concerns me. So, did the conversation go well with Fantasia?
I would say it went well,
I
but
kinda
then he stepped in.
I don't know,
And,
Fantasia
he got
didn't talk
off
a
on
lot.
that one,
We
so.
can't, look, Fantasia didn't fail. We failed you.
I'm
Okay,
not sure
so,
about this weed business. he's
lady,
doing.
We spent,
Rose, we have to be gone in the morning, yes?
we spent 50 gold on 30 coins.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that,
Wait.
but Azul
That
only
was
gave us
20
20.
on
20
50.
gold on 50 coins.
And she said 2 copper for this when she saw Moblin examining something. I couldn't do anything because he already handed the gold over, so.
Well, women can play with people's hearts,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I guess he got played with. But either way, you won't see the lady this morning unless you go drop off the flower early in the morning to her, and then you go on a mission.
Yes. I don't know if she's going to be here. She said she's going to come here. I could probably go there.
Your flower might be fresher in the morning.
I may throw it away, okay? If it's not the flower, that is fine. I'm trying to figure out here. The other option, we do have our own coins to make it to Kappa. I can meet you in Kappa.
I mean, it's all really
No,
wants
one
us
point.
to date.
Yeah.
We score.
We need the 1 point
You
again.
go to Kappa?
Yeah.
I thought we
Yeah.
already had access to
No,
Kappa.
that's
That's
the
for
thing around.
escorting.
You have access if you do the escrow.
Shit.
So you can
Then
go
I might need to
early
go
in
back
the
to
morning.
her now.
Okay. Do
I
you
mean-
need some assistance?
If you need tips,
I mean, if any of you have anything that helps out with charisma, that is great, you know?
I can do bard's accompaniment
So you're going back
and you
there
can
and-
sing her a
Yeah.
story.
Most are just curious about this courtship, so I might just throw on a ring of invisibility and follow you over.
Nice.
I'm home.
Yeah.
That seems like a waste of
No, Moblin, you
Maybe it's
should.
not an idea. I don't know. I don't know what you're into.
I know it doesn't interest you, but look, you get to see stuff outside the orc nature. See what the tiny weak folk do.
That's true. In my core, though, I'm not really a scientist, and relationships are so far down my priority list. I'm not worried about it.
All right, so
I'm mostly worried about this flower, honestly.
Fuck you, flower. That's
That's my biggest concern.
you can have me tonight. Do that.
A lady catches the other two, she's like, oh!
You're welcome. See?
I don't understand. You seem like I know what you're doing.
I don't.
Just,
I have no idea.
do you have a poem about fire you want to tell her or something? Like I said, I could summon up some spirits.
No, but if you have something that want to help boost me up,
I mean, that's all about I can do without going there myself and making sure you don't screw up.
no, I just need your
I can-
magical assistance.
Then
I
I'll
can
try
turn
that.
into like a rabbit, and then with
Alright, we got a cute
Uh,
animal, spirits.
cute animal.
You got it.
I don't
believe
so
Yeah, see?
one,
What?
if she's already liking you, just go with the flower that you threw off the thing. and
It's gone.
I know, I see. And just talk to the lady. If she's interested in you, then she'll show
Tintin,
interest.
you don't get it. That's the bare minimum. She's gonna, you don't want to expect the bare minimum.
Listen,
How do you think
you don't
Kai's got
go, you
Lincoln?
don't go all out
You do not.
at the beginning.
No, we don't
There's
wanna be
a
a
different
snake.
deviation of a woman, alright? I don't know, I've never seen.
The Lincoln's got Kai. It's good, right?
Yeah. Guys didn't get looking at guys. That is now what I talk about, like being strong.
I don't know. Azul, good luck on your travels.
Your biggest.
But if you're gonna go right now, I will go again out there and try to find these gnomes if somebody wanna help me with that.
Oh,
While he is doing what he's doing with
What time is it right now?
Serenity.
Is it like
That's 7 o'clock.
let's go look for gnomes. You just be yourself. Like,
The ones that was on the
that's all
show.
you gotta do. Don't do what
There's still
whatever the
some-
hell was happening with that camera lady. Don't do that. But
The whole
be yourself.
conversation we had when they was coming on the ship was, we think that they are the ones.
I was in part of the conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Shouldn't
I
you
believe that is the group that was painting
Okay.
and that they are looking for.
Did they do a good job painting?
Do you remember what we tried to do with that group?
No, that's what I'm asking.
We're
Yeah.
trying to recruit them to come to our island.
We didn't know those.
Oh, Nebula?
Yes.
Dynamic experience.
Guys,
Wait, I thought there was a difference between Nebula and Dynamic Explorer.
There
is.
I want to be 100% honest with all of you.
Okay.
One, I don't fully know what I'm doing here. Two, what I feel is we may have ran across someone that we're looking for.
What?
Like one of the council people, I don't know if she was her.
So wait, you're telling me that isn't just some broke bitch stuck in the slums?
No! Do you not remember the lady she was telling us?
fuck everything Tintin said. We are going all out on this thing.
Yes, but you are not
No,
telling
but
me.
it's
That's the
about
point.
time.
Listen, like I said at the beginning, let Azul, because when y'all talk, she seemed more fond of Azul. Let Azul go alone, not with me, not with anybody. If we go, we are going to
Azul,
search for
So you want backup?
But he can be a cute
Out of
buddy.
that.
I don't know what I am doing here.
Okay.
I am just going with the flow. It's going to be bad.
Do you want backup? Because I can be your trusted cat.
Look, I don't know which one it is. I am assuming, the way she talked, she seemed like she was trying to influence our perception of her. You know?
Another flower.
Not you want- Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
So
so
I was mostly confused about the flower. It seemed like you know what you're doing. So.
I don't. but the thing is, alright, there is one of the council which is considered the Lady of Lies.
Lady Live? Well, she's not good at lying. What do you?
But like I said, she is fond of him, so she can give us the crystal as a cheat if he work his magic.
But I don't know
But with
what
a
to ask
cute
of her.
Maybe
Okay.
she's lying about being
It's
fine.
easy.
We're on
Hey,
shit
no, I
talking.
got it. Azul.
We're on shit talking.
What I'll do is I'll transform into a cat, and I'll be your side trusted cat or whatever you say on it.
I think she
You
would
can
know.
message me, and I can message you back. You telepathic.
She is of trickery.
She knows.
She will be.
Yeah, but
aware.
I
She will
literally,
be
there's
looking.
no way you can tell the difference between a druid transforming a cat and a regular cat. You literally look at
We
the
can be
same.
looking for the people that are spray painting this place while he talk.
Okay.
Just tell him what he.
What are the gnomes
There's
gonna do?
three of them. Okay, what are you gonna do as a cat? What are you gonna do right there on this?
Back up, Azul! Back up, Azul!
How?
If something goes down, I'm there!
What's gonna go down?
I don't know!
Azul's gonna go down, I'll tell you that.
Well, then I'll walk away!
It is nothing for us to be
and give him
message.
protection.
He has message. He
Yeah,
can be like,
if
hey.
I'm on the ship and Azul's across the city. Yeah, that
I
message is
just,
a royal
I
bargain.
just said we will not be on the ship.
Where will we be?
We still won't be within a range.
One person
probably.
can be in range, sitting at the bar. I think it's a bar close to there. And then he
I
will know.
know it's the slums. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, so he can know you sit in that spot and then you wait for him to message. But don't go in there as a cat. If she is trickery, then that means that she will know and notice something and then she'll be triggered not to talk.
Peasants do like to drink.
And Mogram can be the one that's in the bar drinking while we look for
Actually, boom. I want the BW, please. If that's
Is it
like a little bit.
what was the name of our other one? It was the
Firefight.
Fire.
Take the firefly.
I got my firefight.
No, the other drink that we made.
I don't remember the other
The
drink.
fuck? You made a
It was,
second?
it was dragon something.
No, you did. You totally did.
Phoenix, no, it's Phoenix water.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's fake fire.
It's the Phoenix water. So take the Phoenix water and the BBW.
Should probably like that more than flour.
Is it Firefight?
He really hates
I
this
forgot. I
world.
think it's Firefight.
It's 5
Alright.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We don't have a name brand for it yet. So just
So, like I was
Listen.
saying, we can look for Nebula and the other crew while he is doing his business.
But we
Mogram-
can't. Okay, I understand. But I don't think we should ever leave Azul in a position where he's by himself.
How about y'all just hang out at the bar here, the one with the girl sister at, and just bring her here and we hang out at the same bar.
well, I mean, if she's okay with chilling with you, but that may, like Tintin said, raise suspicion. You're going somewhere else. So.
I asked
Okay,
her
so
no.
do you
for
feel like
the-
she's hostile? Do you feel like she would hurt you?
No.
No? Okay, then we don't need to be there, and I will help you find Nebula. Jesus, end of story, done, let's move on.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Mogram, you want to leave him alone to protect him.
I say,
I mean, I'm just
Yes.
saying, if it goes wrong,
Yes.
he's already mad about the flower. He may just kill the woman on the spot.
he wasn't mad about the flower. He is.
No, why would
he
you
is-
use the flower?
He's just
I
confused.
never seen a situation where someone gets a flower.
I got
He just told you he's an orc. He don't do romantic shit.
No.
So why would you ask him for romanticy?
I didn't. I said, why is he the one watching?
He's not watching.
I'm just
He's
saying
in the
that-
bar drinking.
I
and
understand.
if something happens, he can be like, "Oh, Mogram, I need you to break some shit." Mogram good with breaking shit.
I mean, if Che was a cat in a bar, a cat breaking shit in a bar is pretty.
Why would he be a cat in the bar?
It could just
He asked to
fall
be
to
a
the
cat to go with him.
Okay, so Che is going to them.
No.
literally just walk out. Just I look
this
at you
is-
guys like that
this
and I
is-
go.
This is my problem with you talking to people. You still don't understand what's going on. So how can you talk to anybody?
No, I literally got the concept. That's exactly why I said ignore what you said and be a straight up simp for. But
I also walk out to follow Azul and then come back in seconds later and realize I'm having gold. For the bar.
Oh, I'll give you 20 gold.
I think you might want to stop that. And I'm just saying that because we
Okay,
did
so Azul has gone to try and meet up with the person.
looking for dynamic explosion.
You guys are looking for dynamic explosion, and Mogram is at the bar drinking.
Like I'm supposed to be.
Anything specifically doing the bar except for drinking, or are you just drinking?
I want to probably be somewhat passively aware of my surroundings, but I am there waiting for this whole interaction that's supposed to be happening.
Cool.
Mogram! What bar are you going to so you know?
Oh, I was just gonna be in the area. You said there was a bar close by. I'm assuming that in the event there is a bar close by, I am there.
Okay, so I'm going to assume my fellow teammate
I'll walk to the rook. actually.
know the bar that he's going to.
I don't know the bar.
Mogram, we're following you. Okay,
Yes.
we're following you so we know
Okay,
what
so
we're
Azul
at.
is walking ahead, Mogram's walking slightly behind him, and the rest of you two are walking behind him all to the same place.
To the bar.
No,
We're
yeah.
going to the bar.
Wait
That's
a
the
second.
rookery. That's where
Wait a
it's
second.
going.
I mean, if we're going to do
I thought we were
that,
going to go look for the gnomes.
I'm
We
going to
are, but we need
Yes.
to know where he's going. Are you going to be at the rookery?
Yeah, well,
Okay, we don't have to follow him now. I asked you to.
you said the slums. That's
yeah,
uncovered.
that was the reason why we got it.
No, the rookery is just outside the slums.
Yeah.
Just outside.
Oh.
Yeah, but I thought that the bar we're going to is going to be right next to
Me.
Yours is
Yeah.
staying.
Yes.
in
Yeah,
the
that's
So
what
you
She's a
wanna
marketplace.
You want to find another bar
different
in
bar,
the slums.
close proximity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go to the rookery.
I go to
The four of you go into the slums and you find like there's like a shitty like roadside bar type thing. This is just crappy. The beer is disgusting. You know, your 1 gold buys you drinks for the night, basically.
But is it beer?
I mean, it roughly passes as beer. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we
So
found
you
our
sit
spot.
down in the bar and start drinking.
Let's go ahead and go before it gets strange.
Alright.
I'm at the rookery.
Okay.
I'm trying to ask the bartender lady if I got her name right now.
Her name is Landy Crookshanks.
Yeah, Landy. I was like, hey Landy, how you doing?
Yeah, how's it going?
Landy, I have a quick question.
Yeah,
And
well-
hopefully I can get your honest feedback here. We're still trying to learn the city. We're
What?
still trying to learn everything here. I know
Yeah,
you
right.
gave us a little rundown of some of the people of the council.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you mind if I talk to you privately? And then I'll
Yeah.
cast a message to her and say, what do you know of the Lady of Lies?
Like she like visibly like quietens down and she's like nobody really knows what she looks like.
I feel like she's lying to me.
Knows what her name is. Roll and it's like
Fuck. Natural one.
yeah, she just seems
Super
not very.
obvious.
She seems quite nervous to talk about it. So yeah. Some people would say she's not even real. I don't know.
A good or bad person? Do bad people stay in the council?
Everyone in the council is good as far as I am concerned.
Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, because it wouldn't make any sense. You know.
Yeah, they're all good.
Okay. Fuck. Alright, so, yeah. What are there are a couple of people on the council, right? Which one of them are ladies? I mean, what's their names?
Well, the ladies on the council are Kipu.
Kipu.
Yeah, Ki-Pu.
Okay.
She is a halfling.
Yep.
What made a halfling? There is Tolk, a Kinku. I don't know if they're a lady or not really, but you know,
Oh.
they're you know. There's a Lady of Lives, and that's it at the moment. That's all the ladies on the council.
So you don't know their role in the council besides just the good people? No one knows like exactly what they do for the
Well,
city environment?
I mean, they all do different things, you know. They do different things. Yeah. I mean, there's Grigory. He's the Steam Lord. He's called the Steam Lord. He builds these contraptions you see that move around, and some of these ships. That's his designs. There's
I put 2 gold on the table and I push it her way and I cast message again. It's like we could talk telepathically. So we can talk telepathically if you feel more comfortable that way.
She says, I'm telling you everything I know, honestly. I know what they do.
It's fine. You can keep at it.
Thanks. Keep going.
Anyone knows more?
About any particular one? What
The first one,
the lady one?
yes.
Not that I know of. It's the only one no one knows what her name is. Nobody really knows what she looks like.
Okay. Thank you. And then start heading out. And I start walking to the slums.
Okay.
I'm still looking at it.
Yeah, you three are searching through the slums, correct?
Oh, while I'm walking, I'm looking for Doris. I don't know if she's at the bar
okay.
or she wasn't at the bar.
Yeah. What are you looking for, guys?
I'm looking for the same gnome that I talked to, and the gnomes that was on the thing, or a logo of the shirt that they were wearing. If they had a logo on it.
Okay. Roll a. How exactly are you looking for the people? Again, are you asking around, or are you? What are you doing?
I'm doing my own, just going around, because I already asked around, so I don't want to ask the same people. So I'm just going around looking, just trying to see if I can find
And
something.
what are you trying to find? Like specifically the gnome that you found initially, or the logo of the like painting?
Both. I'm trying to find a logo and the gnomes that was on the ship. The ones that I know, like I remember on the ship.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Alright, that's 19.
19. You do see the logo on like a human male. And he has a couple of companions that are also with him. Just all of them are humans. One might be a half elf. But they clearly work for the same place, for the same painting group. You do see some gnomes, but they don't have the logo on them. But you don't see the same gnome, and you don't see the ones that painted either.
Okay.
But you do see people who work for the same company.
Okay, I go to them.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing today? I was wondering where is y'all shop?
You mean for the paint work?
Yes, sir.
We have a shop in Tin near the docks. Pretty big business. Big with 400-500 employees. Do a lot of painting. Do your ship need painting, or your house or something?
Yes, I'm looking for a certain group that helped us out with our ship, but also I like the work, and I want to see if y'all can do shirts or something like that other than ships. So I was wondering if I can talk to anybody there, you maybe a manager, to see if I can work a deal with you.
Yeah, you can come in. I do like shirts. You don't really do. It's more like paint buildings and stuff, and big painting. Yeah, you can pop by anytime, speak to the foreman on duty. There's 2 or 3 of them there.
What are their names?
Well, there's Gavin. He's my direct report in there. And there's Janice, who is who's a night foreman there. She'll be there at the moment. Probably Gavin's off. But there's 2 that I know of, but there's a few more people I don't really know now.
Do Gavin usually work days?
Yeah. Days will be.
He's a
in
gnome?
the office. No, he's a half-orc.
What about Janice? Does she know?
She's really short. We make fun of her. I don't think she's a gnome. No.
Okay, because I just,
She's a person.
it's a group of all gnomes that came and helped us with our ship, which I appreciated, and I really like their work
Yeah,
together.
that would probably be one of the other groups that work under Gavin. So you could probably put you in contact with them if that's what you're looking for.
Yes,
So,
please.
Yeah. I mean, just drop by, talk to Gavin if you'd be able to set you up a meeting, or send a particular group out. So my group's pretty good too. I'd say one of the better groups here in the company. So if I can give you my card as well.
You give me your card as well.
That's great. There you go. You
Thank
can
you
give
very
you
much.
a black card with his name on and stuff like that. So.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome. Have a good night. Enjoy drinking.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I have my own drink, so it's all good.
That's
You have a good
very
day,
good.
sir.
That's cheaper. Great. Thank you.
Yes, good evening. All right, so,
What happened?
What's up?
y'all can continue to look. No,
I'm
will go
just
with y'all.
drinking right now from the tissue. We're just talking about random stuff.
Oh, y'all wanna be with, Hogan over there?
I I mean, Mogram's just looking into. He's just looking at his axe like Azul looked at Doris, you know.
I am not with y'all then if y'all want over, that's what I'm asking.
Wait, never mind. Wait, what?
You three were looking around. But,
You're right.
Mogram is sitting in the bar somewhere else. You don't know where.
Gotcha. We're just looking around.
Did you eat one of your mushrooms?
No. For some reason, I thought we were at a bar talking to gnomes, but I guess we're not at a bar talking to gnomes. So.
You don't let about or talking to them.
Oh, fuck. I guess me and Deja were just talking random stuff in the middle of the street, you know, in the middle of the slums.
I appreciate y'all being here for my amusement.
Oh,
but
if you were amusement to you.
Yes, because if you're not helping me, you might as well be at the bar.
Well, you know, I was going to ask the dungeon master if I could talk to someone, but you guys had a good one-on-one.
Yeah, you were having a conversation there. I didn't know if we were supposed to jump in or go look elsewhere. I thought you found somebody of importance.
It was of importance. He told me where their shop is at the dock. But
So you found the gnomes?
no, I found the painter's group that the gnomes made.
Explosion?
I did not find explosion
No.
yet. So that's why I tried to look at y'all and see what y'all was doing. You see if y'all were looking around.
Well, I'm actually, you know, going to just see if there's anyone that seems interesting that, you know, might be willing to talk to me, or like to make a perception roll. 21. Does anyone seem like they want to talk to me?
You can see like a little kid holding a bronze coin.
with blood knuckles.
He's like,
Alright, I go to the kid.
Oh boy.
what's that? I they kind of a little coin. I had to fight like 4 of the bars, kept it.
Wait.
In the coin.
Wait. Wait, you fought?
Yeah, you know, you said you told those 4 run after me and get the coin or something. That's what they told me. But I fought them. That was a good test though, I liked that.
Oh God. well, what I said
I got my
was,
coin still.
and you're saying you have your coin.
Yeah.
I'm just really confused because I said first one that runs to Doris' shop and back gets a coin.
Yeah, but they ran there, and then they ran back and you weren't there anymore, and then they ran after me
Yeah.
instead.
Wait. So are you the kid that originally gave the coin to?
Yeah.
Wait, whoa, you actually fought 4 of them off?
Yeah, not at the same time. I fought 2 at the same time, and then 1 and then 1. Yeah. But I had a brick the second time. So, it was easier. Yeah.
Wait. Are any of them hurt?
Yeah.
It was a break. Are any of them?
I don't mean to cut off your conversation, but thank y'all for looking for what we was out there looking for. I wanted to go back to the bar because y'all make me want to do it.
Getting information. You seem like a pretty
Team
tough
lady, I don't know. They were unconscious. They might still be unconscious. Who knows? I ran away because I have my coin.
Anyways, listen, how long have you been in this like area vicinity? Do you like live here?
Well, I'm like 6 and 3/4 years old.
6 3/4.
Nearly 6 and 4/4.
That's nearly a big man.
Whoa.
I'm a big man, thank you.
He's almost 8.
Oh,
Nearly, I'm nearly there. Nearly 8.
Hey,
Yeah.
eight's a important number.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, when I'm 8, I can drink. Yeah.
no, what?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. How about this? You seem like you're from around here. Do you know any people that like to draw on buildings? You know, like
Well, like a crayon.
maybe not crayon. We're talking about.
Cool.
You know, you've probably seen some people. You know, maybe like a
like
a nebula.
Explosion. Double explosion. Or double
That is correct.
Oh,
Definitely correct. You got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw them.
Oh
One
yeah.
day, one time I saw one. I
You
did.
saw.
He was painted. Wait, did Nebula come? Where was that?
You don't know Nebula?
Nebula.
Nebula?
Nebula?
Wait, what's the guy?
Nebula.
Draco?
No, what's the guy that was
That's Nebula.
Nebula's Nebula. Oh, okay.
I got
thought it was
I got to see the Nebula.
You've never seen that book.
No, I never know.
But have you seen a bunch of small gnomes painting?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, I saw it about the ships. Painting on the
Oh, on the ship.
Yeah.
Do you know
But I
what?
also saw attack.
How?
I saw the man painting. You saw it?
Okay, I like slowly take out another cover on my cap. Are you remembering? Yeah, like big like, or big like. Oh, I'm really big. Yeah. I'm not really that big.
They're pretty big.
Okay, so he's about my height. Okay.
You're like maybe 100 feet tall.
Sure. Right. Do you know if it was a man or if it was a female?
Female
Or
man?
maybe a female man. I don't know. Those exist.
No, it's man.
So it was man.
Yeah. Booze.
Yeah. Do you remember maybe his boots? Maybe his.
Yeah, boots.
He had boots.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I don't know.
Big boots.
Big boots.
Yeah, that big man.
Alright. Okay, we're getting some things here. Alright. Now, did he, is that all you think? What else did he do something specific?
He's painting.
He's painting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a man shouted it at him and he ran away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know which direction he ran in?
That way.
Like points into the slum somewhere.
Okay.
We should pass my uncle's house. And then that somewhere.
He went down into the slums.
Yeah. But past my uncle's house. My uncle's got a big house.
Wait, what's your uncle do? I hand him the money.
Most of them take money off people.
Oh.
That's how I learned the brick move.
Well, listen. While this conversation was going on, my guy walked off. He going back to the shop that the guy talking about.
Do they?
On the block.
Oh really? The doc's is a while away, but
Continue.
What?
Look, he knows the brick move. They use
Yeah, that's it.
He told me that his uncle gets money from people. And we're gonna pay his uncle a visit. Where does your uncle live? I'll take out another point.
I'm not supposed to tell you.
I take out 2 copper coins. How's your uncle?
I bring out silver.
How's your uncle's
He lives
house?
over there.
We hand it to him. Alright. Hey. I want you
Yeah.
to hide that in your pocket so no one sees you. Hey, listen, I'm looking out for you. So you're gonna look out for me, right? Because I don't want you to look out. Look, you know how those kids came after you? And you had to defend yourself with the brick? Yeah, but now you gotta get a silver and 3 copper. You got a lot of copper.
I need 2 bricks.
You know, you might bring, but I do my own pretty brick. I can hold a brick for you. Okay, so you see,
I'll pay you 1 copper
okay.
to be my bodyguard.
I have other obligations. Is that okay? But if you need help and I'm around,
Nothing.
okay, fine. So look, I'm looking out for you. So I need you to look out for me.
Okay.
So if you hear anything around the area, right, and you see me, right, there's gonna be a small reward for giving us some information about, the painting
What
man.
if I see something but I don't see you?
Then you can find our ship at Dock 47. You can either leave a message there, like on a piece of paper. If you know how to write, you're 8. You can leave a message to either a priest, a looking man. There's 2 blue people.
Yeah, I can't read all right.
Okay, but you can talk. But you can leave a message. So go to the ship. Say say that you have a message from the Tempest Cadre coming from Agent 7. This way, you know, we look out for
Perhaps
each
you
other.
do that link.
No. Just say Agent 7 has a message from the Tempest Cadre.
Agent 7.
Agent 7 is Agent Tempest Cadre, right? And you're gonna tell me some details. If you see this, you know, painting man, or if you see somebody, you know, looking a little suspicious, someone out of town that shouldn't be here, that needs a little bit of, you know, Mother Nature, I'll break it. We got you. And if you do give me some good information that leads into something good, I'm gonna give you a nice good silver, and maybe if it's good enough, maybe gold. So, but
Okay, roll a quick persuasion check with advantage. He's like, when you say gold, he's like, yeah.
especially if you see that. Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
No.
Oh, what you can do, right, with the brick is give the brick to one of my crew members, and then I'll know it's you too.
Okay.
Do not hit them with it.
No, don't
Give
hit
it to
them
them.
with the gift.
Give
No,
it to them.
don't give it to them.
Give it to them.
Two different kinds of gifts.
Remember, there was
Right,
a-
and just say Agent 7.
I got a question. What's the Nephilim guy look like?
It doesn't matter. We need to know
I don't want to see it.
the painting guy.
Painting
we saw
guy.
Oh, painting.
From the explosion minute.
Exactly. If you see him again, till Doc 47,
Dark 47,
that Agent 7
Agent 7.
has information. He'll find you here. I know where your uncle lives now.
Yeah.
Right? He lives over there. Point out that house that he lives at.
Quiet.
We are in the slums. It makes sense.
Right?
Got it. Yeah.
I'm checking to see if he's like, yeah, that's your uncle's house right there, right?
Yeah.
Wait, why did you shake your head?
It's one of them.
What do you mean it's one of them? It's
One
one
of
of
them.
them.
Big. It's big.
It's color. Come on.
It's green.
Green pens.
Green.
Got it. Green, big. Got it. Thank you.
And again, remember,
Just run
That-
up.
the blue priest. I mean, he saw. I said the blue man that was with us. That was 10 times. He walked away anyway. So he'll run.
It's okay. Look. I'm sure Tintin will find out, figure it out. Where some small kid gives him a break and says Agent 7 sent him. He'll be like, this is some Cheney incantation bullshit, and he'll immediately come to this. I can see. He'll be like this. He'll be like, damn it, those two are at it again. And then he'll like punch something, and then he'll be like, wait, Cole is with me. Or something like that. I don't know. You know, some Tintin like that.
He's working on it. It's getting there.
It's getting there. But listen,
It's-
that man needs to find something more than court. And I mean, he needs to find a lady, bro. He's got some frustrations.
Maybe he
needs
should have
to
took
exit.
him over the spot. I'm just saying.
You know-
he needed a long. You know what I'm
So
saying?
speaking of which, that's all. You go to where you remember meeting the person, with Doris,
Hold on, I got a few
and there's nothing that you can see there.
I lost it.
She's not there, the shop's not there.
There's a shop there, but you don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's a closed shop.
Yeah, those are sense. So walking through, because I wanted from where the ship all the way there, I was looking to see if I see her face.
Okay, you definitely do not.
Shit. I don't think he.
Like that whole tree thing. Anyway.
Oh, climbing through the flower. That's not what that means. Old one single flower. One's shop.
So yeah, the shop's there, but it's closed.
I
It's closed.
asked one of the ladies next to, or someone, do you see Doris? Yeah.
Who?
The lady, she was here, she had the trinkets, the metals here.
Where? Here?
Yeah.
That shop's been closed for years.
Maybe he was here, second door.
What? No, it wasn't. It's been closed for years. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Ooh.
I walk back. I'm looking around while I'm walking back to see if I see anybody.
So yeah, Morgan, you're sitting in the bar.
I didn't notice the shop changed.
Wait, you're not there.
You were just trying to get a bar
Nearby
close.
bar.
right?
And I didn't realize that there was.
I didn't know you went to the bar.
I'd say you're,
Yeah, I'm
you're
going-
not
I'm
within
supposed to go to the bar right by
eyesight.
you.
You're not within eyesight.
Did you let me know that or no?
Yes.
Okay. Just make sure, because there's so much
You're not
going
within
on.
eyesight. You're within messaging distance, which is like 100.
Then I go to the bar that you're in. And I know that you're
Well, before that,
Yeah.
Rob, when you are sitting at the bar, you know, there's a couple of people sitting there, and yeah, you're having a drink, and someone just comes up beside you and is like, so you taking?
No.
Just sits down like, beer, gets another beer, and he's like, cheers.
So what?
This is the thing you do. It's cooking. Just like downs of beer. Beer. Oh. They have another one, but cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Down.
Down. Ask for another.
Nice. He's like, alright. How you doing? You been around here? Like, what are you doing here?
My crew and I arrived a few days ago.
Yeah, man, you like some beer as well.
Well,
What brings you here then? What brings, you know, your group here?
we are looking for some boat crystals. Flying,
Like
flying
3D
boat
or-
crystals.
For the flying boat. Sure. Yeah. Cool. That's pretty cool. Anyway, have a good evening. Just gets up and just walks off.
Another beer.
So,
I guess
you
I'll go
arrive
to
at
the bar. Yeah, she wasn't there all around. Don't know if it closed or not. Someone said it never been open. It's been closed for years. We was just there. I know it's kind of weird. I don't understand.
Yeah, we were at the shop.
Excuse me, bartender.
Yeah.
Do you know a Doris?
Oh, there are lots of Dorises.
I try to like create a little person to do like face wise,
She makes coins.
like a nice little illusion of the
Never
face.
see,
Mm.
We got robbed twice. And you're sure this it wasn't there? We were there earlier.
Yeah, no one there.
So
So
just the shop. It's closed. She's
it's,
not
that's
there.
what they said.
We'll have to go tomorrow.
I guess, yeah, we'll try again, you know. If she comes to the ship, I guess I'll have to have one of the people there, but to let her know, I'll be back. And then big business, so she knows. And then we try to I am very interested in speaking to her herself.
You want beer?
Ease. I take a beer, this is like a good beer.
Oh no.
Prestidigitation. Make it tasty.
Even prestidigitation is not strong enough. It just makes it slightly. Doesn't smell like just piss now, but it's good. Tastes like yeah, so it's getting on to like pretty late in the evening. What do you guys want to do? Like,
On the
you're
way-
heading towards trying to find the like painters.
Man, I'm going to the ship and
I
went to
mean,
sleep.
we
so I'm
could
gonna
head
wake up
toward
early
the
and try
uncle's
to
house.
find my-
But we could get
Okay.
Tin done first. It
Cause
could
he
be
said
dangerous.
that Galvin is in the morning.
Jane's gonna be so mad that we actually got information. He's gonna be
I
Something
tell
else.
homegirl, hey, homegirl, walk with me. So we're going to go up here. I am very curious how how to transition over from Kappa to from where are we? We are
Tin.
Tin to Kappa. So let's go to one of the gates and see. Real quick. And so I walk up to the gate and I'm looking to see like people walking back in and out. I'm trying to observe to see how.
So people are not walking in and out. It's a closed gate, and standing in front of it are these two massive like fully armored Praetorians in this like steam suit of armor. And before you get there, they just look like big statues with like very beautiful armor on, not beautiful, but like brutal armor on. With like they almost have like a chimney at the back of the armor by the head. And full like visor, armor, everything. And there's just a sort of like wisp of like steam smoke coming out of the top of the
And
piece.
no one's over here, but just those
At
guys.
the moment, they're just standing there, and they're probably with the armor maybe like 8 feet tall. Like they're big, like pretty big, and they're probably about like 5 feet wide. So they're like human tanks basically.
Like the waist. Okay.
Yeah.
So I walk up.
But yeah, they're just standing in front of the doorway.
I'm walking up to the door.
So yeah,
I went out this opens.
both of the Praetorians just put these massive like powered hammers down into the ground. And you just hear it like a sort of like, like muffled, almost like electronic voice. They just say like, do you have the required coins?
And I show the coin that I have. I said, yes, of course, we have no problem. This is the coin here.
Roll a deception check.
I mean, it's the coin.
That's one.
You need 3.
You can roll with
Okay.
advantage.
Alright. Okay, you said deception? No, okay. Deception. Plus 3. 20.
20. And they go like, okay, if you got the 3 of those, then you just need to hand them over to us. We hold on to them, take your information down, and hand them back when you leave.
I don't even know that they have enough here.
I don't care, you just gotta hand it to me. So if you got enough, you hand them to me, I'll let you through. If you don't, you try and hand them to me, and you might get your skull smashed in.
How do I get one of those hammers?
Well, you could strong all by yourself, and Praetorian Guard would take you in, work your way up.
Yeah. Where do I sign up for that?
Pardon?
Where do I sign up for that?
Oh, here in the city, the Mint, you need to go to the Mint and Tin. It's the big building over there, and you have to do it in the day, obviously, when the Queen is in. But yeah, sign up for the guards, they'll put you through some tasks, to work out what level of ability you have, and you might make it to be a Praetorian Guard like us.
Do you get to keep the hammer?
Not if I leave, but it's my hammer, yeah.
Sure.
Do I say the pouch on it?
The pouch.
Yeah. Like where they hold up this one.
They have like a number of like pouches and like things around the armor, but they also have like a guard house basically that's to the side of the game.
Well, I was just curious. I wanted to see it at night, but it's okay. I'll actually come here tomorrow morning. We'll be on our way. So we'll see you again, sir.
You can, I might not be on duty, but one of us will be.
I might check out this Praetorian Guard.
I'll tell you what, if you're a connoisseur of weaponry and armor, there isn't better than Praetorian armor, that's for sure.
Huh.
Took me maybe 10 years to get to this point with this armor, but this armor is fitted to me. And well, it's been in a few fights in my time, but once the Praetorian Guard are activated, nothing stands in our way.
Sure. What do you go, 56-inch chest, just out of curiosity?
Probably more like 17 inches on this armor. It's quite light fitting.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Right. All right.
How far is the guardhouse from us?
Well, the door's probably about like 60, 70 feet wide, so it's probably about 50 feet from you, just standing in the middle.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good evening.
No, I could have. I go to the ship. I tell the guys on the ship there should be a lady coming here to give us these coins with our logo on it. Let her know. We will be back. We are handling some business, but we'll take the coins. Yeah, so this lady looks like these. Alright. Tell her I was looking for a time at the bar and would like to meet up with her at the Rookery tomorrow night.
The crew let you know they will let her know.
Good. If anybody else comes and gives you stuff, let them know they can wait here for us. You know, it doesn't look like this lady.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else you guys want to do in the evening, or are you going down to the night?
I'm bidding down for that. Actually, from our, did we, on our ship, are supplies good in terms of food and everything like that? Because I'm trying to think if I should make like a round of like shops on my way back to get
Your crew have restocked.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we get.
They knew that stuff when you make port, so you don't have to do that.
So I do have a question. Can I take a nap? Wake up, come back and take another nap and be a full rest?
No. But you can take a nap and not have a full rest, and you wouldn't be able to set new spells or anything, but you haven't used any spells. So.
I'll take a nap.
Okay, so yeah, you take a short nap, which just stops you getting fatigued tonight, not the next day, but if you did it again, you would be, but you do take a nap like for 4 hours or something like that.
I'll take a long rest in my captain quarters.
Cool, the rest of you guys taking a long rest? Just going to sleep? Okay, good time, you wake up early, I assume. What
I
sort of
put
time?
on a black hood and I grow.
You putting your armor on or what?
Yeah, my armor's on. And I go, spray searching.
Okay.
That's how my guy is. So he's gonna go looking around, see if he sees anybody suspicious, spray paint or anything like that. And then he also is going up to the front gate like they did, just to see how the gate is and no thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, roll a perception check for the spray paints.
There's a big no.
And you see the same things you saw yesterday. You figured like you need to spend a lot more time searching, like way in other areas. You're starting to just see the same stuff, and you're also where most people are as well. So, you know, they're starting to wake up.
I'll go to the front gate, see how that is, and
So as you get to the front gate this time, there is a massive golem, like metal golem type creature standing at the front gate, and then in front of him is one of those little cuboid quadrones with wings. They're both just standing there. Thank you.
alright, so what I'm doing is I'm walking not at the gate, but around and see if there's any other entrances with no protection, basically. Is it another way to actually get into the
So immediately you see nothing, but you can roll if you want to try and like do some serious investigation, you can try. But roll a quick stealth check first.
Okay, this still 16.
Okay.
Natty 1.
So yeah, you're like putting your hand on the wall and stuff, and like you're like a bit further down, and you look around and you see one of those. You see like a strange like round shaped one of those like mechanical creatures, and it's just like with a big eyeball in front of the imagine it's just looking at you.
This is a sturdy wall. I walk away.
Roll a quick deception.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Probably need to roll 20.
6.
It goes like wisdom hand, robo hand.
I give it a high five.
He's still standing there.
I'm walking away, so.
It like in front of you and just.
What are you trying to do?
Careful, you're like
I was stealthy, but
2 degrees up from me.
I was checking the wall, and then I didn't do well. So
So it stands in front of you to stop you going forward.
I just walk. I just keep on walking.
Keeps running around and standing in front of you.
So I try to juke it. Going to the slums.
Now it's
I'm trying to
Rick's
go to-
turn.
I'm trying to go to the slums. I'm trying to juke it to go to the slums to go to a bar.
Okay, roll a.
Resisting arrest.
Yeah, so like as you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you're like starting to juke around it, you start to do the juke, and like the thing's there, and you hear like from the side, hello. And you look, and it's the square one.
Yeah.
And it's like, what were you doing with the wall there?
I was actually,
Touching the wall.
I was actually touching the wall, just pushing on the wall.
Why?
Because the material, I was trying to see the material because it seemed like a sturdy wall. I wanted to use some of the material for a shield.
Non-deception check.
When did they I feel like?
No, you got a robot in his face doing this. No, really working.
He got spotted, and then they're all telepathic. They can all talk to each other. So,
Well,
Deception,
well.
13.
13. It like looks at you. And it,
You can clearly see. No, I'll say you can clearly see I didn't do anything. You can clearly see I didn't try to climb this. I was just touching it. You can clearly see that.
why did you tell us to blame light to the monotone there?
I don't like people knowing my business. I don't want them to know what I'm trying to do for my ship and everything that I'm doing right now. So yes, I'm going to lie sometimes. I mean, it happens. You don't tell all the truth all the time. Well, you might. Humans.
I am not a robot.
You're a drone.
I am not a drone.
Okay. I'm not a drone. A quiet drone.
I am a modron.
My drone?
Yes. That is the species that I am.
Okay.
And I am a quadrone.
Okay.
This is a monodrone.
Well, I didn't mean to disrespect you.
You can disrespect the monodrone. You see, they are pathetic.
How
No wonder you lied to them. But don't lie to me.
Okay.
Is this like
I
clap
am
trap?
a superior quadrone.
Like clap trap?
Can I go get a drink now?
Bye.
Thank you.
Don't do it again.
Okay.
Good.
I mean, that's all the dumb drone could have told me.
But it doesn't have a map.
All he did was this. I stopped. He did tell me to tell you that. Stop.
You went past it twice.
I went past him to go back to where I was going.
He was wanting you to stop.
For what?
For me.
Okay. Are you happy with something? You're beautiful. But
Salt Johnson?
You may go.
Man, get a load of this guy, and he calls us stupid.
hey,
Y'all wasn't there.
it didn't escalate. And it
We
didn't
can hear.
escalate. It didn't escalate.
What was the last thing something me and Vin did have done?
I'm saying the 5 of us were there, we probably been lit on fire or something. We're not on
Do you want anything else?
Oh no, I go to the bar in the slums and I start drinking there.
Bar in the slums or the rookery? The slums. Okay. You go and drink some piss water.
We left though. What other?
Yeah.
No,
you
man,
guys
this is not your
he's-
sleep.
He's
This is
doing
like-
this at like 4
4 in the
a.m.
morning.
Oh, that's right. Oh, the bars open.
I mean, it's the slums. It's literally you can get to wherever you want.
bars.
Yeah,
You got to know
I
how
went
much
to the
it's
slums.
open for?
I see if I saw the Illuminati, I drunk a piss beer, and then I go to the actual shop that the guy told me about.
Okay. So it's getting to about 6:30ish.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
We haven't done it.
You guys are waking up to get ready to head to the gate, and you get to like it doesn't take you long to find a large building.
So she needs to come in the morning. Come through in the morning. Just make
What
sure.
did I get to that part? You're waking up is what I'm saying.
Oh. I thought you said we were
Just letting you know it's an hour until you're supposed to meet the guy. Yeah, you get to like a large building. It's all painted black, and on the outside in white it says the logo that you've seen, the like huge logo. It just says Painters Guild.
Alright. So I go in, I go to the office, the front desk, and I'm like, hello, I was wondering if I can talk to Galvin.
Gavin, yeah, Gavin. And you get like a really like tired looking half elf walks out. He's like got a big mug of some like black liquid. And he's like, oh. Morning.
You want me to give you something that can wake you up?
Better than coffee?
Maybe.
Sure.
I gave him some GBW.
It's like, is this alcoholic?
Yes, it is.
I cannot take this.
Okay.
Hey, how can
so,
I help you?
I was wondering, one of your crew members, I know you keep track of who comes on what ship.
Yeah?
I would like that crew members to come back to the ship and
Did they make a
supply us with-
mistake?
They did not make a mistake. I made a mistake, and I would like to work with them with that mistake. I think my direction wasn't clear, so it wasn't their fault. It was more of me and my direction.
Understood, understood. And when would you like them to come by?
Either tonight or tomorrow morning.
They could probably do either, which would be best for you.
For me, tonight would be best.
If you're not there, should they just get started or come back?
They can get started, but I would like to personally talk to them. If they would like to stay until I get there, even if I have to give you a little bit extra because of them having to wait. I don't want you to miss any work. So therefore, I would like for them to come tonight, probably late at night, so we can talk about it.
Should be fine. Thank you very much for your donation, and I will send them by. It was who was it exactly?
Our group is called the Tempest Cadre, but our ship is called the
No,
High
the
Sea
group
Hassan.
from was the group working on the Tempest Cadre?
Yes.
So okay, yeah, no problem. I should be able to do that. No problem.
Yes.
They will come by this evening, or some of them will come by this evening, and whoever is available, and we'll wait for you at the ship.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, so you guys, wake up, and Azul, you wake up and there is a small parcel like in the. Sorry.
Mommy, can I ask one question? I forgot to see. I saw that he was tired. Can I see if he have any paint on his hands, or it seemed like the cup of paint that's been out on the streets?
Roll an investigation check with disadvantage.
It's pretty fun though. I like the idea.
That was a good idea.
91.
In your room is a small wooden box just sitting in the middle of your room.
That wasn't there before.
That was not there before.
I open up my door and see if I see any crew members on the top of the ship.
You got a couple of crew members on the ship.
Hey, did
Yeah.
anyone come to my captain quarters?
No?
Just go open up the chest.
Wish they had like a night mode, which is like the last.
There's a little letter inside it.
Oh, I open up the letter.
It says the rose was really nice, thanks. And it's filled with the coins, like beautifully crafted, like Tempest Cadre, like championship coins, basically. And there's about 40 of them.
It's a 50.
Sorry, there's about 60 of them in there.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
okay.
So we got 60 coins. Okay, 60 nice coins. Okay. So I just kind of inspect the box, the letter, and the coins to see if I feel like there's any magic there.
And Sasha for the best.
19 minus 1, so 18.
No, but you do realize that this is quite an expensive box. Like, the box alone is probably worth like 20 gold. Like, it's a very high quality crafted box. Like, that person did not go.
Ooh, net profit. Let's go.
Okay, so I'll take a couple coins and put it in my pocket.
Business cards, finally.
Yeah, I know. This all night. Alright, well, fuck it. Alright, and I'll just get ready with the crew.
Okay, so you guys head off, and unless anyone wants to do something this morning.
She came, she dropped off the coins. I gave everybody a coin.
Gives you all a beautiful coin.
I'm not there yet.
This is great work.
It's very, very high quality. Like,
Yeah,
very,
I don't
Man,
know.
nothing better for slow quality.
I do want to meet up with her though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Say that again?
I want to meet up with her, but I don't know if I'll be able to.
Think her in person if you know what I mean.
But she wants us to beat somebody up.
Which one is
I
I
mean,
mean, at this point, I guess we'll beat someone up.
I know.
I mean, I will put my.
Council member? Sure.
I don't
I still
want to
will
be
make
anyone.
nothing. I'm not there yet.
Our council member told us to beat somebody up.
I know,
Yeah.
my guy isn't there.
Potentially a council member.
I don't want to beat anyone, but you should beat someone. I mean, shows how.
Just tell me when I get there with their conversation.
But you're gonna meet them at the gate or at the ship because you probably wouldn't get back to the ship in time.
Okay, now I'm gonna go to the gate.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you get there a bit earlier, but the rest of you guys will arrive at the right kind of time, and
We
you
got a
see
little breakfast in the
Is that
morning.
same Mono Jordan?
still standing. No, well, it's a different gate you're going to. You are at the gate that's near to the rookery is the main gate, and you're going to the east gate.
Okay.
No, to the west gate. Yeah,
That's
west
right.
gate. So yeah, you get to you're heading to the gate and you see a more finely dressed dark-skinned man. Draco is there and he's like, glad you could make it. Good evening, everyone. Did you get your work done? Did you have a good evening, everyone?
Oh,
Question?
Yes, we have a
Good
great day.
evening, everyone.
wonderful. Wonderful.
It was great. It was great.
Sure.
Good.
Did you have a great evening?
I always do.
Thank you for bringing Philip over. Appreciate
Very
it.
good. He actually had quite some good information. The Kinku had quite some arguments on my boat about it last night, which you don't want to hear Kinku argue. Lots of just repeating the same fucking thing. But seems that we could probably. Well, there's a number of options you have. You see, we're talking crystals, and it really depends on what's available at the auction when we get to iron. But you could go for a crystal that is the right size for the ship, as is now. Would probably cost you maybe 30,000 gold for the crystal, maybe 5,000-6,000 gold for the addition of the inflation device. You see it on our ship, the balloon. It helps to keep the buoyancy so the crystal doesn't have to just constantly be lifting. Just lifts off the ground and then it is able just to add a small amount to keep it going. A bigger balloon obviously makes the ship larger visibly, but means the crystal can be smaller. Or you could go for like 50,000-60,000 gold crystal and you would need almost no balloon at all, which means the ship could travel faster. In that way. Alternatively, they do believe that they could retrofit my crystal currently into the ship. Would require, the crystal itself, I could probably give you a 20% discount if you do the work for me well. Probably going to cost you about 80,000 gold. The adjustments to the ship would need to be significant, so maybe another 20,000-30,000 gold for, maybe not so much, maybe 15 to 20,000 gold for, let's say, fitting it to the ship.
Would it be cheaper to buy the other one then?
I'm just giving you options. That each of these would work, but would require. But adding my crystal would allow your ship to carry far more capacity than it is built for. You could mount. You will need to mount some of the more powerful weaponry to the ship if you were to fly. But we could do that. That would. It would be a lot more fun. would like to see,
Sure.
you know, like a small, nimble ship with a lot of firepower. Quite useful, actually. Anyway, those are your options, really. Really depends on how much gold you have, what you want to do with it. I can have my crew help fit the ship for you and reduce some of the cost for you. Yeah, that's your options, I'd say.
Fair enough. I appreciate it. I think we'll figure it out after our first meet shot.
Very good, very good. So here, so this package here, and he shows a very plain looking crate. This is your delivery, okay? And it needs to be delivered to there's a note on the crate giving delivery instructions. But we can do that after we arrive into the city. I will provide you this, and you can deliver it while I go and make my deliveries, and then we will meet up at the academy in the evening. We can then either stay at the academy. I would like to see the festival tomorrow morning at the academy. There's going to be some very interesting wares for sale that I would quite like to have a look at. But you're welcome to head back into Tin that evening if you'd like. I would recommend against it, obviously. It's not often you get to see the academy's students showing off the more exciting wares, or to see one of the council arrive. So whichever you need at that point, as long as my task is done, you are free to go back to your business. But anyway, if you would like, we can head off and show you.
I figured that we will. Thank you again for your help. We will do what we can. And I take one of the coins and I go to give him a handshake, but I put the coin in his hand.
Roll a quick sleight of hand.
If he sees it, I don't care.
Oh no, he's not for him. For other people.
Oh, wait, what? Oh.
Yes.
Sleight of hand, 13?
Okay. Like you sort of mess it up, but he corrects to make sure it looks super clean. And he sits in his pocket.
No, it's not going to be hidden, honestly. It's just like, hey, there you go. He wants to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, then he looks at it and he's like, very fine craftsmanship. Who made this for you?
Some lady named Doris.
Interesting. Okay. Well then, shall we be off?
Let's go.
Okay, so yeah, you walk up to the gates with a huge caravan of merchants in general. The caravan for Draco is actually, he called it his media caravan, but it's like a beautiful, obviously very expensive, cart, basically pulled by two mechanical horse that pull into with them, and he's there with a couple of the Arakoa and a couple of the Dragonborn with his stocks, and they're both they're all heavily armored, walking through, but it's more for show of his riches than anything. And these massive gates open up, and it's in fact two of those Praetorians. They're just pushing the gates in these suits.
So when I see him, do the exchange with them to walk in? Because I'm trying to pay attention.
He doesn't do an exchange with them. He just walks in. He clearly doesn't need to for some reason or other. Yeah, ma.
She always is what he's playing.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't need to. They just open the door for him. And you do see the suits in motion though, and they're very clunky, and then steam venting out all these vents around, but they just effortlessly push these gigantic doors, just two people basically, just effortlessly, yes, easily push these doors. Easily push these doors open, and these massive doors, and maybe 30 times the height of a person, swing inwards, revealing basically looks like farmland on the other side. And all of the carts move through, and you head into the city of Copper.
So real quick, it's us and him and who else?
It's you guys, him. There's a bunch of other caravans, but in your group,
Yeah.
is you guys, him, 2 Dragonborn in full armor,
So
and
we got
2
these, entourage.
Arakoa in full armor as well. But then in like showy armor more than they're in front. I mean, it's functional, but
Yeah.
not particularly. Yeah, so the doors swing open, and in front of you, yeah, is like, looks like beautiful, lush, open farmland in front, and it's not at all what you were expecting. And as you walk into the city of Copper through the gate, to your left, you see a number of low, flat houses that seem to house like workers of some kind that are very close to the gate. Behind them is maybe like 30 or 40 gigantic buildings for like livestock. On the right of them is open fields, like maybe a couple of miles of open, well, maybe a couple of miles, literally like 2 miles of open fields. With each field seems to have something different in it, all the way across. And then right at the far end of those fields, you can see this gigantic building, like absolutely huge building. And the caravan turns and starts to move through the fields towards this huge building in front of you. And we will end it there for the evening as you walk into Copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shot it with the copper.
All right, y'all.
Copper's going to be interesting.